Inventory is full.
Har du cooking som... Eller har du lært deg det?
Ja.
Jeg fant en sånn Gore Tusk Liver Pie oppskrift, eller kanskje en mission man så får.
Jeg tror det. Jeg er level 17 av 75.
Ok.
Fikk du noen post av meg?
Jeg har ikke sjekket.
Er det feil karakter?
Jeg er på Paladin akkurat nå.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Hello, Joe. Which picture? On Discord? If it's on Discord, then yes, I'm the kid in the picture. If on YouTube. Which picture on YouTube? But yeah, probably me. Oh, yeah, with the clown hat thingy. Do I have picture. Oh yeah, my YouTube profile. I guess. Yeah, that's me. And my son.
That's still recharging.
Yeah, that's me.
That spell isn't ready. That's still recharging.
Yeah, without kids the world will not continue.
I can't cast that. That's still recharging.
Jeg merker jeg får mer XP med den der War Mode buffen.
Jaha.
We will, but hope it gets better. We will see. Don't want a black pill. What's that? Is that is that some what you call to remove the kid in a unwanted pregnancy?
I don't know.
Black pill? Never heard that.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Oh. Yeah. But there is something with Europe that needs to be fixed though.
I can't cast that yet.
And luckily at least England seems to be on the right path. To form UK.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
And this music is so nice. I like everyone who doesn't want to force their religion on others. To explain it simply. And how it's turning out a lot of places in Europe right now. And you see some places like people say they don't want people selling bacon, etc. And that's not right, because they are Muslim and they don't want to see anyone eating bacon or hot dogs or whatever, and that's too far. If you can't stand people eating stuff like that or selling not dressing properly, bullshit like that, go the fuck back to a desert country or whatever. Because, yeah, that just pisses me off. That means they are not, what you call it, assimilated. And they want to preach their values. Or, yeah, propaganda.
I can't cast that yet.
No. Ooh, level up. But yeah, sadly they have get your finger and they demand a hand or an arm. Some of them. Ooh, I like this XP gain. Rested XP with 20% increased XP. Yeah. 90. I would say 95% are okay. There is one issue now in Sweden between 2015 and like until now, I guess. Just after the war in Syria, they basically opened up their borders. They didn't check anyone coming in, so they have maybe 100,000 or more potential terrorists. So and now we have a lot of problems with the gang wars, like clan wars in Sweden, also coming into Norway, like people shooting each other and grenade attacks and stuff like that. Because there is basically no one checking people coming in and out of Norway to Sweden because of the Schengen Treaty. Sometimes they have like big checkups, but it's not daily. So I need to go get some more rested XP soon. Christians are, but a lot of people or what you call it, practicing Islam is not. And the Islam Brotherhood is still something, yeah, threatening, or is a threat, I guess. A lot of the, like the UAE or some country, I don't remember who, there was one guy living down there, said that like it's more religious and fanatical compared to his country. I think it was some guy from UAE or something. But then again, and they have also, or is it Egypt that has banned the Muslim Brotherhood, I think. Something like that. No. Are you tailoring? No. Are you tailoring?
Nei.
Nei. Da selger jeg det skiten.
Ja. Blir det solgt mer bra hår da, eller det er ikke vitsen å selge sånt bra hår?
Yeah, that's why Poland is my new favorite country as a vacation destination, because they are not politically correct. They want to keep the country safe. And they have really good food as well. Yeah. And Hungary, I think, also is a nice place. And Poland also has a lot of military museums where you can see tanks and shit from Second World War. Since I do play a lot of War Thunder, I have enjoyed that kind of stuff. And the 7th of June is gonna be an air show here. And I'm gonna go and watch that as much as I can. Oh, you have? Nice. Did they also say a lot of kurva? It's like all the Polish workers here. Everything, or I don't know, like an average construction site, if you have Polish there, it's like kurva this, kurva that all the time. Kurva march. And some of the old Polish people, they mix Polish and Russian, like kurwa, bliat, or something. Feels like they have buffed this right now. Oh wait, I got a new weapon, that's why it has more damage than it scales, of course. That's probably it. Hello Gesh, and hello Bulgaria. I really like it so far. It's basically Turtle WoW, so it's not bad. You can't be bad. Ooh, new 2+2 strength, 2 strength, 3. Okay, I have a better one. Always handy to sell on the go. So having this spot is really nice. So when I get more money from my paycheck or work, I'm gonna get this bot for the mage as well, I think. I'm considering seeing how much the Bitcoin is worth. I might just purchase as much as I can, and I would probably earn money because it seems Bitcoin is only increasing in price. Maybe that's a good investment. Buy little by little, and then suddenly it's a big spike on the price, and I can sell. I mean, a few years ago it was like $60,000 for one Bitcoin. Now it's 80,000. It's crazy. At least the cool thing about this server... Oh shit. Is that if you play hardcore and you die, you can choose to play on this server with that character. And if you... Come on, stop poisoning me! Oh, he's level 25, that's why it's so dangerous. I think I went a little high up. Yeah, if you have level, like every 10 levels, the longer you get in heroic or hardcore, you get an achievement if you die, and then you can choose to come here. Just kind of cool. Maybe tomorrow they have a big announcement. I'll have to go to work tomorrow. That's pretty cool. We got level 60 in the guild from Denmark. Is that someone messaged me or? Oh, it's probably I haven't muted the Octo Discord. God damn, the general chat on the Discord is trolly. Hmm. Hva heter den der teltgreia utenfor byene som har de der mission-greiene? Shadow, no. Fear, Darkmoon Fear.
Jennifer's side once he understood the situation. The next few days, I documented everything. Michael accidentally
Er det du som hører på sånn AI, ja?
Ja.
my mail.
Erik. Hvordan får jeg guild-chatten i egen chat?
Du må lage en ny. Okay. Hold on. Add friend. No. Right, I can't do that. Friend. Add friend.
Ja, frimor også.
No. That's cool. You play as Novak. Not sure if I'm gonna remember that, but... Oh well, I'm a blacksmith, so I can make you copper pants. Not really good, but... Just need some copper, and you have some... Yeah, I just need to melt. I can make those. Okay, now we just wait. The hell are they talking about? He made a character just to... Being French is an insult. Oh, oops. It's pinging me now. never mind.
Erik? Erik?
Ja. Ja.
Hva slags level er alkemien din på?
Sikkert 1.
Jeg fant noe for alkemi level 50. Så jeg kan sende det til posten på til deg, ikke? Hello, Mr. Dragot. Yes, this is basically just Turtle Client 17.3. So yes, this is definitely Turtle WoW. Like you can see here, Everlook Broadcasting. They just have changed the text here. Some other stuff running in the background. But I don't think there is any dungeon raids out yet, because they're trying to fix the backdoor, backbone, whatever it's called. And we are waiting for a big announcement for something they're working on, so I'm not sure what that is. But if you join their Discord, you can see octowow.st. And now I'm just waiting for some more resting points. And one custom thingy from Turtle is that if you have war mode enabled, you gain 20% XP instead of 5. Do you have enough now? Maybe. What should I do after this? Still online, Mr. Novak? Yes. Du har samme level som Novak, en annen som så på YouTuben min. Paladin. Dere er samme sted. Yeah, I think that's probably enough. Gonna run down some. Rain.
Trenger ikke noe skin eller ladder normal, Erik.
Yeah, cool. Sadly though, it's still beta, so you can't sign up now. You have to wait for a sign up thingy to open. Faen, han stjal kopperen min, han jævelen. But if you join their Discord, you can assign yourself the... What's that role called again? Let's see. Channel and roles. Notify signups. And then you get pinged if they open up. And you usually open 100 or 200 slots each time. I usually do it every day. I'm actually a little interested in which blacksmithing I have. 46, ooh, I can learn it.
Eight copper bars and 2 rough grinding stones. Huh. Ifra hvis du trenger litt hjelp, men hadde du fått tak I pet nå?
Ja.
Nei, da dreper du vel alt alene lett da.
Så lenge ikke du prøver å angripe hodeskallet.
Nei. Jeg tror jeg setter på litt podcast da. Så.
Hey, I'm Arnie Niekamp from the Fully Improvised Comedy Podcast, Hello from the Magic Tavern. I'm here with my co-hosts, John the Talking Badger, Bing Bong, and Usador the Wizard.
I greet thee, listeners.
Look, I'm trapped in the magical land of Foon, so I started a podcast interviewing elves, unicorns, and other weirdos. We have great guests like Felicia Day, Jason Mantzoukas, Brennan Lee Mulligan, Amy Mann, and so many more. Oh, and I think one time we interviewed a sentient shoe? I hope it was sentient.
Not to mention the evil people we've had to interview. How I hate evil.
Join us as we bar crawl across the magical land of Foon.
Looking for adventure.
Getting caught up in escapades. Hello from the Magic Tavern is available right now on your favorite podcast app and ad-free and with lots of bonus content on Patreon. Subscribe to Hello from the Magic Tavern today.
While waiting for repairs on the Lucky Strike to be completed, our party has learned that the situation is more dire than even they had imagined. In a conversation with Valentine. A crisis conversation knowing that a psyker's life was sacrificed to make the conversation even possible.
Deutschsprachige Spieler für Dungeons und zukünftige Rights.
Not all of the particulars.
Zukünftige?
Emperor's 20 legions of Adeptus Astartes is actively opposing the party in this area. Morgan collected genetic samples from everyone, and you know that your next mission will be coming even faster than it would have previously to try to stay ahead of the Alpha Legion's ability to track your actions. We've already done Bible step. Everyone's done the training that they anticipated doing. The engines are repaired. You're waiting for your mission. And because this has been 137 days that you spent here, each of you has had time on your own, in addition to all of your duties and other things, to focus on one area of your experience to train specifically. If you can tell me how you trained it, I will give you proficiency in a skill of your choosing due to your focused downtime.
Well, excuse me. Well, la-di-da.
I will start with you, Damien. What are you training in? What do you gain proficiency in? And how do you gain proficiency in it?
I think it's got to be athletics for Damien. I think he's very much not a physical person coming into this inquisitorial band. And I think just the constant drilling and training, even going as far back as when the judge was still here and things like that, and just all of our extra time spent, adrift between missions and things like that. I think it's just going to come naturally that like drilling, repetition, training, it's going to build the athleticism component, whether he's intentional about it or not. And I think being out of the prison cell that he's been in for the last 5 years as well.
Har du sjekket på hus, Erik? The guild house?
Right? Even
Nei.
his repentance.
Det har ikke kostet sikkert uansett for mye for det vi har.
And things like that. Being in a space that he can kind of move
Bare spørre da, hvis det er noe.
that, he's just going to pick up, like, he's going to build up stamina where he didn't have stamina.
And with the amount you're eating, having come from Ravenstrike, you now have a collection of better meats, more sweets, all those things. It means you have calories in a world that is always calorie light, especially coming from an isolation cell. So between the food, the exercise, there's no need to roll for this. You just get it. That's
I think the intention is not about the result, but the intention is there of like through Damien's like body, these like acts of, again, service or self-flagellation.
Det er en som skrev 20 000.
It's just like moving in his body is something that he wasn't. It's a weird
Good.
he didn't have for the
Og
longest.
så er det en annen som har, og så er det en som har skrevet 5000. Oh, fuck.
So you're lifting parts, you're moving things back and forth, you're
Oh,
training
yeah, do
with Solomon, you've been doing your psyker combat drills, Morgan's throwing random things at you. There's a lot
Hva
of
du gjort for meg
opportunity
nå?
to move. Yeah, absolutely. The tax has been paid, but the
Jeg slåss.
Damien the Swole.
Level.
joins the party. Morgan, what about you?
Morgan realizing the situation with Closet and him not quite understanding.
Levels 15 og 16
and then also
mobs.
thinking about her party going down in battle.
Og du
that
er level
obviously
20.
The
Ja, det var 6 stykk.
miraculous healing.
Ja, da så.
I think she wants to work both with Closet and herself on medicine, on understanding more how to patch up those smaller wounds, to do those sorts of things. I think she would also bring Avarice into it, because she knows that Avarice is willing.
Nei, jeg klarte det. Jeg måtte bruke Leon Hands da.
Morgan and Avarice both would be like,
I made
"Okay,
it!
We'll get
Just a
Morgan
flesh
going.
wound."
I will try and fix both of us. So she would do it on
Okay.
herself and
So
Avarice.
just gets injured and then healed.
Yes.
Incredible.
Yes.
I will give a +2 to Closet's medicine as well when he is rolling in future, because he had to teach you, so he is innately getting better at the fine injuries of medicine, of just small cuts, bruises, understanding more of the human element. The flesh is weak, but he is learning to repair it alongside you. You will receive that proficiency. He has more
Har du
than enough
fått en
tools
ny
and expertise to
rustning?
make that
That's
happen.
exactly what I want. I also wanted
Holiday Inn.
Closet to have more understanding of it too, so that's
Yes.
perfect.
Ja, nei. Jeg har en ganske bra.
Thinking about taking
Ja,
back-to-backs.
men har du
Like I
noe
thought,
sånne
this would be a good time.
pluss
He's practicing
arm?
with the glaive. But then I thought that
Nei, det er ikke.
he's not acrobatic. He's not doing acrobatic things. He's not live.
lyst
His
til å ha
legs
noe
are still fucked.
Det fra meg, da, sånn
Yeah,
at jeg
he's
har
He's got to be in that 10%.
Ja, det skader ikke.
He's struggling. So I thought after
Hvor er
conversations
du?
that I've been having with Talos and with
Westfold.
it'd be a good time to take proficiency in insight.
I like that.
Yeah, he's learning more how to take in information.
Skal jeg hjelpe deg med hogger, kanskje? Du får vel kanskje snart det missionet?
He's
Jeg har
trying to
ikke
get
jeg har
better
ikke det
at
mission
not
on.
Hello, Tamara.
cleaving people over the head with himself and letting that happen. And
Long time no see.
he's trying to become more insightful.
I think I'll give you that proficiency as well. He's spending more time listening. He's being more careful instead of just barging in. It's something that's been brought up in conversation a lot, so that feels fully justified. To
I'm now
have
playing Octo WoW, which is what you call it,
roll that as well.
predecessor of
You've all achieved
Turtle WoW.
goals. You've grown as people. All of these things have happened. When Morgan, you get a buzz over the intercom in your captain's quarters that just says, "I'm supposed to take us to the warp now. I'm assuming that's acceptable. We'll make our way to the target before I give her the briefing."
Yes, that sounds good. Thank you, Everest.
Excellent. And he hits the intercom overall and says, "We go to the warp in 3, 2, 1, and whoom." You all feel the lurch as you are drawn out of your current reality into the warp, clearly on your way to another target. Avarice over the intercom says, "I'll meet you all in the mess hall and I can give you your briefing." I'm imagining you all make your way there. Are you sitting in your standard spots? Do you get snacks? What are you doing? You've had 2 briefings now, so this is your 3rd.
Yeah.
How do you prepare for that?
Actually, I'm thinking that Morgan will go over the intercom and say, before meeting Everest in the mess hall, Damien Solomon, please come to my quarters.
Backtippe har du.
Okay.
Bag. Jeg har to 8-ere og 2 6-ere.
Morgan is going to give Damien
got
her
3
necklace
seksere
while we're
på
in the
meg.
warp.
En 6 vi ikke
Put that
bruker,
on
så
him.
2 6 i banken som jeg har
I
til
just
over.
wanted to speak to the both of you in private. I did have a discussion with the Inquisitor recently.
You spoke to Valentine.
I did. It was a crisis communique. I passed on to him the password that you found, Damien, that connected both of the conspiracies that we encountered in our...
How are you? How have you been, Tamara?
It now
Are you
makes
going to
it more dangerous to know...
karaoke tomorrow, since it's Friday?
Who is behind this?
It is a group.
Oh shit, he's white or grey level.
Neither of you, and I do not wish to give you
Oh, it's
information which could put you in peril. All I do wish to tell you both is that we cannot trust anyone else. I trust the 2 of you because of what we've been through. And I trust the mission that we are sent on by the Inquisitor. But I took all of the information on everyone's biology and genomes in case any of us get replaced or tampered with in the future, and I will be checking all of us every time we return from a mission.
That's still
I'm
recharging.
telling you this in confidence,
I need to target something.
just
first.
that I want you both to be on alert.
Alert for what?
Exactly.
I see.
Our enemy have had thousands of years to hone their expertise.
Wasn't it you that went to karaoke sometimes?
I have some knowledge in these areas, but we don't know what we are walking into, is what I can tell you.
Celebrate good times, come on.
Wants us to do here at large. But there is a rumbling underneath that has their sights on us, because we have now interrupted their machinations twice. I say this not to cause you both distress, but to know that there is more at play, and I wish you to both keep your eyes open.
My goodness, itching.
So, you
Me too.
trust us,
Just gonna do some lotion.
and I suppose your expectation is that we trust you to know what information is safe to give to us and what isn't.
Oh, okay. So it starts on Thursday and then you can or
Having been through much more
I guess you won't be staying from Thursday to Sunday, but
formation can be dangerous.
I guess the
This falls into
pub or what you call it,
it could be worse.
music place
So what
as
happens when someone
karaoke
gets to you?
in those days.
Solomon, could you roll me an insight?
Ah, don't mind if I do.
You're a slightly
one.
more thoughtful fellow.
Yeah. That'll be a 13.
13. It seems like a lot of doubt is being presented.
Yeah, remember it was you can hide, or if you
There's a bus you can like, or taxi here, call it karaoke bus. If you wants to go party somewhere, you can order it and then takes you there.
High level planning stuff. I think Solomon really knows his place as far as like, this is none of my business. I just do what I'm told. But
And you have to sing to pay.
Very,
Yeah.
Disconcerting.
You have to sing for a bus to move.
These aren't just orders. These are elevate your own personal paranoia to the point of like omnipresence.
Correct.
Nothing is safe except for me, but not unless something goes wrong. And then you know. So I think he likes like he's following what Damien's saying right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's seeing the yes, but he's biding his time.
All right, then we'll let things continue. Solomon is biding his time.
Yeah.
The Emperor does not give us
Well,
tasks that we cannot complete,
No, he does not.
and we cannot fail at this,
And I will not.
nor will I.
Me neither.
Good.
Should we have like a code word that we know because there's no one else here? It's just us. Should we establish some kind of not secret society, but a phrase or an
Yes,
action?
Solomon, what should it be?
Well, I showed Damien, and he and I came up with a sort of saying, SFU, Sanctus Fortis Unis, sanctified, fortified, unified.
Well, that's us, isn't it?
Yes. So we would know, you know, if we when we come back on the ship, we have our code word. We say it to one another. How no one else could know it.
Damien, you know that it is written on Solomon's.
Those French guys, they're so annoying. They like make new characters
Code name for the enemy.
to spam invites to their guild,
But that's okay.
Yeah.
and
It
you just have to keep blocking them.
is a secret. A secret you wrote onto the blade of your fancy new favorite code.
That is true. You're right. It's too obvious. We must come up with something more deceitful. I'm sorry, I'm not very good.
Can
at
you
this
roll me a
stuff.
history, Solomon?
Yes. This isn't my forte. I'm kind of an on your sleeve.
I'm
kind
level
of guy.
11 now.
15?
Nice.
You did come up with a secret handshake.
The handshake.
The handshake.
This was over 100 days ago.
Yeah.
Damien, this was-
Yes. I haven't.
The- what?
I haven't been pushing it. But you remember
What hand?
that and then he'll take your hand, your left hand, and he'll try and make
The,
you
the body remembers.
Yeah.
It is a handshake. It shifts to the
Find me
predator
some
grip,
more
and then it
Coca-Cola.
shifts to an aqua wing.
Yeah,
You
okay.
both make,
Yeah,
make an
yeah,
aqua
yeah,
wing.
Oh, that.
Yes.
Pass på blodsukkeret, da.
Alright, it's a good way to test
No sugar.
if we are ever
Yeah.
apart and back
Why drink soda then?
for a handshake. We need to do the secret handshake so we know it's you.
Tea is the
The secret
deal.
handshake of the Inquisition.
And you can't say no. That's
4.1 now.
and he looks at
That's a big
Damien.
perk for
Just
Solomon.
did
It's like you can't.
today.
This is a
4.1 in blood
an
sugar.
ID badge of sorts.
Exactly.
I'll be back.
Fine. I can do the handshake.
Alright, now we can go see about our next mission. Unless you have questions, Damien.
That guy. Oh,
Well, I don't know. Is this a
I got
conversation?
killed.
Is this an interrogator disseminating information to her underlings?
It can be both.
What did Valentine say about taking
No.
the away? Why did he do it?
Restart.
Not ask him that.
Well, I might as well just do this.
Judge?
Didn't ask him.
That was like the one thing.
Restart.
We love you, Dell. We like you
Somewhere
a lot.
Guy Bradford's rolling in his grave.
He's dead.
He's dead. That's why he's not here. He's dead.
Damien, the information the Inquisitor gives me is also privy to the knowledge that I need. If he did that on purpose for a reason and did not tell me why, there is a reason he did neither of those things, and it is not within me to ask after that. I need to do my mission. Do you understand? There is a level of trust between me and Inquisitor Valentine. I don't ask him those questions.
Well, maybe you should.
And maybe there is something to said for your lack of faith, baby. Any other questions?
What was that?
You tell me. when you get the
Judge.
Solomon, do you have any questions?
Does nothing work?
It's the first time we've heard Solomon object to
Why
Damien.
can't I
It's
speak?
a weird one. He's you know, I think Solomon gives so much deference to Morgan on these high level things, but that's the first. Go in the old
The concern tracker, right? Put it on the concern tracker.
I think that's enough to be like that's a member of the team, and you had a conversation with the guy that took him away, and you didn't even like ask if he was okay. So
Yep.
that's like
Put it on the list.
This is such a great character thing because this is not even in my purview. This
Oh,
is
no, you
not
have
even.
no idea this is happening.
This is just.
Is anyone having issues? Nope. The only thing I dropped is the soap. What the fuck?
He can't. He's trying hard to understand the machinations of what it's like to be up here, and especially in which is so coded in hierarchy and subterfuge and all of these things that he doesn't understand, and I don't know if he'll ever be able to understand. He's so out of his depth.
Well, I think it's a bigger question, does he want to? But
Yeah, and that's the
that
other
may be
thing
the
too,
reason
right?
he can't.
Yeah.
Is no interest.
No
but yeah,
interest.
he's haunted by this for sure.
But you know, he's a soldier. That's sort of his purpose. He's not meant to know all these things. So I think that when he blurts out the stuff about the judge, what do you mean? And then I think he kind of gathers himself and listens to that conversation, and then he goes,
That's still recharging, I think.
I don't always know where you're coming from, but I understand the idea of keeping focus, knowing only what you need to know, and keeping your mind small. And so, and I think he'll put a hand on your shoulder and he goes, I trust you, Morgan. I hope you trust us as much as we do you.
I do. I trust you both with my
That
life,
spell
and
isn't
my
ready
mission,
yet.
which is more important than my life.
I will take your word on it. Damien?
What choice do I have?
You don't. Morgan will leave.
Morgan exits the room first. Solomon, are you following?
I
Or
can't
is
cast
there
that
anything you want to say to him before you follow?
I think he'll just look at him with sort of like a
Hey man.
like, hey
I
man,
guess.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
I want to just like shrug too. Like that's not Damien. He's not.
That
He's
spell
just
isn't ready yet.
rocking.
Yeah.
You can't get anything out of him right now.
Not Damien.
No.
Inscrutable?
No, yeah, no.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
not reciprocating.
It's too far away.
I think Solomon.
God, this chat is crazy.
Kind of flash of like, and then to see you go, okay?
I have a hemorrhoid older than you.
Damien's gonna wait for you to leave.
Yeah, he'll leave for you.
Damien's in
Correct.
That's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's gonna look around. Not even moving his feet. He's just going to scan the room and take it up. And
I
kind of
can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
You have a desk, I believe.
There might be possibly a servo skull in that room.
Yeah.
Romeo's been fixed.
That's what I mean.
So is he in the room? Where would you keep Romeo?
Yeah. He would stay in the room for right now.
Great. He's hovering in the corner.
Damien will sit in your chair at your desk. And
I
he'll
can't cast that yet.
just feel it. And look at your terminal. And he'll sit back in the chair a little bit, just kind of feel the chair. And take in like just the tactile, physical senses of what it's like to be Valentine's favorite. And get up and leave.
And the space is organized. The space is clean. It is in there. But you instinctually can't help but notice she does not have a Ministorum Bible available, so technically she should be burned.
And that's not the world we live in anymore.
So to the message.
That's still recharging.
When you arrive, where's everybody sitting?
Morgan's just sitting at a table because she's not the one doing the speech right now, so she's not sitting on her crates. Crate
Okay.
throne.
So you are sitting at the next to the judge's ass groove that he
Yes.
made with his armor on the central bench.
Have Solomon just go to his normal spot.
Great. Damien?
He'll hang out in the doorframe.
And Avarice just stands in the middle of the room. He's not comfortable taking the throne either. He's just going to stand there, but he's hooked up a small hollow jacket that he's put on the table. And he's had more time to prepare this than he has in previous briefings. Thank you. Our next mission.
Can't cast that
Good
yet.
if you know anything about the tower.
I can't attack that target.
Maybe Morgan? I feel like she's done more Xenos than she has done Space Marines.
Only history or an investigation.
17
Still recharging.
investigation.
17 investigation. So, Morgan, you have read vaguely about the Tau. You know about the species. You fall under Order Hereticus, not Order Xenos, so you're not somebody who necessarily would have in-depth study, but you're aware of the Tau.
That's
alien species, high-tech, claiming to be the greater good, the great propaganda machine. They seem to have been able to draw a certain amount of human loyalty out of the weak-willed in their areas simply because they promise a better life and generally deliver the people that are functionally slaves. They're just happy slaves.
I can't cast that yet.
No? No idea. Okay.
Yes, the barest of understandings.
Right. So, the Tau are somewhat of, shall we say, an upstart alien species. They are high-tech. They have none of the proper limitations, understanding that sentient machines are a crime against nature and will rise up against you eventually to destroy your species. So they engage heavily with technology. They are not warp capable as a people trapped with
No.
engines. They don't
What?
appear to have any
Typo?
understanding or experience with psychers or the warp themselves. They have a
Yeah, I'm just running around killing mobs because I have 20% increased XP and also double XP, so 220%, I guess.
The Tau themselves are TAU according to the Imperium, but they're T apostrophe AU according to the Tau, which technically means the apostrophe is shifted between the name Tau and the way they describe the greater good, so it could be the Tauva or it could be the Tauva. Where do we...
I've heard Tau already, so
Bless you.
just hold on to
Like-
Tau pronunciation.
Tauva. We'll
Tauva.
stand on that. The great... Defining the Tauva. It is a belief that all parts of society
spell isn't ready yet.
They're caste-based alien species. The Earth caste are their artisans and technicians. The Air caste handle their flights, ships, naval combat, spaceships, etc. There is the Water caste, which are the diplomats and merchants, and there is the fire.
Probably gonna get flamed for that comment.
They are ruled over by the Ethereal caste, as they are known, believed to be their leadership caste. Whether or not that involves some form of psychery, we don't know. Again, the species lacks that understanding, but that is the deal with them. They are somewhat of a challenge, of course. We tried to stomp them out. Historically, a warp storm came in and we left them knowing that we'd come back, and when we came back, they were somewhat less easily stomped. We'll take them out eventually, that's the Imperium's purpose, but they are quite bothersome. The challenge is, the Tau have made it to the world of Vorix. It is a lumberyard planet, a large...
No, wait, should I sell that?
forests cover the entire world. It
Yeah.
was designed to be, harvested and then allowed to regrow with a small mechanicum outpost to supervise and make sure that there are not too many fires, as one might say, to make sure that the lumber is harvestable. Unfortunately, a large Tau fleet appeared over the planet. We do not know how. They do not have warp capability, and this is quite out of the way, but they appeared and then built a city for themselves on the surface. They have refused to leave. It is a threatening naval presence and required an equal number of ships to blockade this world. We can't figure out how they got there. No one knows what they want. And there are rumors that they are welcoming mercenaries as well as human auxiliaries that they refer to as the Guevesa, G-U-E-V-E-S-A, joining the greater good.
That's still
Navy
recharging.
requires its ships back. We are clear of that operation. Now, our ship cannot take you directly to Vorex because, again, as I said, it's a large blockade that involves at least 5 capital ships off the Tau. I don't know the names
I can't
of the
cast that yet.
Tau ships. I'm not fluent in that language. It's required for our mission. But the 5 Imperial naval ships that are involved are the Emperor's Reckoning, the Emperor's Spirit, the Aegis, the Galactic Sentinel, and the Falconer. As you can imagine, 5 capital ships are more than enough to system, and they have been stuck in Vorex to balance out this threat for some significant amount of time, limiting our capability there and elsewhere. To be able to get you to the planet, we do have a contact that we've been put in touch with. His name is Stevius Funkhauser. He is a galactic mercenary on the space station of Janus II. We travel there now. We'll meet Stevius, and assuming that you can get him on board, or he can find you to be most pleasant, then you can make your way towards Vorex. Apparently he knows the way to get onto the planet's surface. He's involved somehow in these back-alley shadow networks. He knows he's meeting a client. He does not know who. He does not even know necessarily what you want. We just know that he has the information that you need.
Yes, and we want to make contact with him and get him to take us to Vorex.
Correct. Then, why? Get them out.
A tall order, but we will do it in the name of
Of course.
The mission is specifically finding why and remove them.
I was going to be a part of it.
It's too far away.
That's the... They need to return to their space. Free up the currently blockading. When they are gone, the Navy will. If this becomes a shooting war between the Imperium and the Tau, we could lose all capital ships.
I'm out of range.
How else do you remove Xenos if not by destroying it?
By sending in the Inquisition.
Oh, I looked into that one, I suppose.
They must be brought somehow. They're not near any of their expansion spheres, as they say. This is not one of their expansion fleets.
I need to
Despite
target
this being
something
a powerful
first.
naval presence, this is not one of their terraforming units. They did not bring enough support to create a full society. It's a single city on the world. There's blockade overhead. If you can get them to leave, find out what they're looking for, give it to them, find out what they're looking for, if it isn't there. I need change. It's unpleasant. I don't have answers. That's entirely your department.
And Vorex is a lumber planet.
Vorex is a lumber planet, yes.
They want the wood. What
They have not harvested at this point, just built a city.
What else is in the system?
Nothing that we're aware of. There's one planet in the Goldilocks zone. It is Vorex. It's a small asteroid field, but it's sparse, even for a major unit. 2 other planets, neither of which can carry habitable life, both arid. No atmosphere.
Okay. Guess we have to
Well,
Yes, we do. And I assume since the rest of their fleet has no warp travel, they're cut off from the rest of their people.
That would normally be our assumption, but we don't know how they got here.
Right. Okay.
So if they've discovered warp travel, that bodes, shall we say, poorly for the and if this is the only warp capability, that is not actually yours to deal with if you can get them to leave using it.
Understood. So our first step is to endear ourselves to this Funkhausen.
Yes, Stevius Funkhauser.
Hauser.
put some
Understood, thank
respect
you.
on his name, Morgan.
Mr. Funkhauser.
Mr. Funkhauser was my dad. Please call me Stevius. This sounds fairly cut and dry. We move in, find out what they're looking for, meet with Stevius, force them to leave, the fleet is saved, on to the next.
What's our cover then?
A good question.
Rogue traders,
Well,
here to transport wood.
I think if we're on our 3rd mission, now confirmed to be involved in some sort of conspiracy, I think the same rogue trader thwarting whoever our enemy is 3 times in a row is gonna, well, I suppose, and now I may be conflating what Morgan knows and what the table knows. Do we know that the enemy, Alpha Legion, but this unknown nemesis is like onto us.
Yeah, because I did say that
yeah,
you...
She did say. She told you everything except their name, basically. And you don't know that they're Astartes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
I didn't want to get into the whole Horus heresy with these boys. I think they're better without that. I think that will be hard for them.
Solomon especially.
Yeah, so we
What
didn't
kind
want to
of
walk.
heresy?
We don't walk down that path. But
Yeah.
yes, no, I did say that they know we ruined two of their things. Yes, and they're on.
Perhaps it's too little, too late, but I think it's better than leaning into the rogue trader identity over and over and over again, giving them more and more opportunities to identify as infiltrators.
It's true. And
You've had to use the rogue trader identity previously to get access to the places that you were going. These Tau do have their damned Guevesa that seem to just want to join in search of the greater good. So it is a, shall we say, a wider door and more open windows to make your way inside.
That was my assumption. This Guaveda? Guavesa. Ugh,
Yes, I don't care for it
the
either.
word's
Disgusting.
terrible.
Should just call them traitors.
Aye.
yes, that's obviously you mentioned mercenaries signing up, but if we are to enter this and attempt to keep the fighting to a minimum, perhaps we should lean on the skills that we have here. Perhaps we could be a contingent of religious people attempting to make contact with the Tau, that we could speak between our both peoples.
And what religion would we be representing with that story?
Are you speaking as a xenophile religious sect or the true ministorum who might do more burning?
Yeah, I can tell you what sort of olive branch the ministorum would extend.
I understand that, but if we are perhaps pretending we're on a peacekeeping mission, if this city is going to stay, they're going to need some way of communicating with the Imperium.
Perhaps a traveling preacher looking at a distant flock along with their companions on the journey.
That was my thought.
There are a number of sects who send out individual priests or teams into the far fringes of space, joining new worlds, following their faith wherever it may lead them. Perhaps it could lead you to Vorix.
And have you impersonated a priest before?
I was not thinking me doing the impersonation. Rather,
Well, Solomon can't lie.
that's
Solomon is in the corner, like looking worried. As this plan was coming together, he was putting the pieces together. He's going, "Oh no, they're going to ask me to do this." Let me get out in front of this. Damien is right. Not only am I not a good liar, it goes against every fiber of my being, and it can't happen. Now that said, if the ask is you want me to go in and convert Tau or Guavesa, however it may be, it's not lying. I'll do it. I will convert them. I will preach the Bible.
that was my thought, basically leaning on both of your, strengths, with your knowledge in this area. And I can spin the tale that you are preachers that I have been escorting.
Oh, me?
Both of you.
The urge to be like, no, is it's just like it's up, rising, but he just had it out with Morgan like a minute ago or whatever it was, and knows ultimately she's got the final word on this.
Damien,
so what's the point?
In the time that we have spent in the chapel teaching one another, you are very eloquent and insightful when it comes to delivering the word of the Emperor. Don't sell yourself short.
All our time poring over the Holy Scripture, and still you think these are words meant for Zeno's ears.
I think these are words meant for every ear.
Well, there's your preacher right there then. And I'll help how I can.
All right, this is the only thing that is coming to me because we are down one of our combatants. And if we are to attempt to smooth things over, being zealous will be better than being violent in this situation.
That's fine by me. I'm not Judge Rex. I can stay my hand if I must. I have.
I know. So all of us must work together in this.
So the plan is to have a traveling preacher and 2 pages or attendants wanting to journey to Vorix to try to convert the Guevesa and possibly the Tau to service of the Emperor.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I'm hearing.
Well then, I guess it's time to go speak to Closet about your outfits.
And you make your way to Closet. He opens the door. 3 of you enter. What do you need for this mission?
We need to be traveling priests.
All 3 of you, equal rank?
Solomon the first, and us helping him.
All right. How well funded is your mission? Religious mission, to be clear. Mission is used often in terms of the Imperium. It is inconvenient for clear communication.
Well, we do have the large Aquila necklace, if Damien's willing to let Solomon borrow it.
Yes, he can borrow the large Aquila necklace.
Then rather rich, I suppose.
Have I seen that thing before?
Damien has not worn it
Yeah, I don't know.
once.
Was I ever in the room with it?
Damien said that you would carry it for him.
Okay.
So you have had it on your person and he's not been wearing
okay.
it.
All
so you
right.
can just pull it out of like your pouch of your Grox leathers. and
Yes,
it's there.
this thing. It's
That
very
thing.
gaudy.
Hey, watch it.
Well, it is.
Someone of much higher station than you would look just fine wearing that.
Perhaps your new persona. I will get you robes, elaborate gold and red robes. Do you need any braziers? What other parts of your outfit do you need?
This is Morgan. This is veering quickly into uncomfortable territory for me.
If we're going to do this right, you're the head preacher. You're going to set the tone for what the entire retinue looks like.
You have worn costumes before. This has been deemed acceptable.
Oh, you're right.
This is my expertise. We are dressed to your standard.
If this is your expertise, what is his standard? Describe the outfit I should make for him.
Well, the champion needs to be comfortable in his oaths, so we need his input as well.
Yes, Solomon, you are very charismatic, and I wish you to be yourself as much as possible.
I know a large amount about Ministorum outfits. I can assist. Please, each of you describe one thing that you think should be featured for this specific character, and I will design the rest of the look.
I mean, he needs a robe big enough to cover his armor and all his, trappings underneath it.
What I would say is the functional parts of the outfit will all be taken care of.
Oh,
It'll
okay.
fully cover you. You look like a priest. It isn't that weird for a traveling preacher, especially. Preachers travel with the militarum.
Sure.
Preachers are a variety of things, so having your trappings over armor is fine. You know red's going to be involved. You know there's going to be gold. You've got the Oramite necklace. It's just, is there any flavor you want to add to this traveling preacher specifically for the sell of the whole bit? Or if there's something that you can think of, Solomon, that'll help you have something to refer to that doesn't feel like a lie.
Yeah, well, he would want to put some references to the group on this thing, but he knows after one conversation with Damien that that's not, especially in a thing with.
You could put Sanctus, Fortis, and Eunice on the outfit if you wanted.
Of course he wants that, but he will mention that and then look at Damien. That's going to be I'll get it on that.
Can you roll me an insight?
Yeah. Natural 20.
You've been thinking about putting this on the outfit, and you know that that's clearly not the right move because that's too gaudy. Then you realize there are 3 of you, and you all need new names. Sanctus, Fortis, and Eunice?
That's not bad. I've come up with an idea.
Did you say that's not bad to your
Mentally.
brain? Yeah.
He sees this natural 20 roll in his brain, and he goes, "Wait!"
Looks in a shiny surface somewhere.
Yeah.
Solomon, you've done it again.
You've done it again, you son of a bitch. So he'll without obviously not speaking to the outfit itself per se, but that I think he'd be like, I know we've gone with as we go incognito, we have to come up with aliases. So there's 3 of us. What if I was Brother Sanctus? You could be Brother Fortis.
Oh, I see.
And Sister Eunice.
Oh, yeah.
Quite the name. All right.
Yes. Yes. Solomon. I mean, Sanctus.
I was going to say, do you consider this to be a nickname?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I will only allow this because technically this is part of the team name, and
Yes.
you've decided that's part of that. So Sanctus is a fair identifier for you. Then you are allowed to refer to yourself as Sanctus.
Sanctus.
Morgan, what are you adding to Sanctus's outfit?
Great.
Or the general team vibe?
So I think it is, man, we're going to take Romeo, and he's going to be part of Solomon's outfit now. He gets like a clunk, like a crown, and then he gets
Damn.
like one of those where it looks like a halo,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a little sunburst, and we'll have a long
He's got a sunburst tiara
Yeah.
crown
And-
with a skull at the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and he has the long trailing like prayer scroll that we can put stuff on it so it can just follow around with the brother like it's a banner for him.
So is Romeo a hat that he's wearing, or is Romeo
It's gonna
floating
just
distinct?
floating distinct
Oh,
next
because
to
you
him.
said
but
it's a
he's...
hat. That's why I got
No,
confused.
Romeo has a hat.
So I asked you what you want to put on him, and you're like, my guy gets a hat.
Yes.
Okay. Damien.
But he's part of the entourage
yeah.
now.
Okay.
Damien, what part? Do you know what do you want that's completely unrelated to my question? You're not allowed to pick anything for the outfit anymore. They picked names and gave Romeo a hat. What do you want that's unrelated to this fucking outfit?
It's like Valentine. Just like pouty little bitch, Damien. Little punk. Now, you've got your Sword of Jericho, which fits the bill much, much more of being like a Ministorum kind of approved holy blade, I think.
It's definitely human.
Yeah, definitely human. We couldn't ask for like servitors, could we? Like, we can't just have a servitor made.
Well,
No,
what do you
we
want?
can't. Something to carry carry the weapon as like a holy and like religious symbol, so that he as a preacher is not armed for violence, and this symbol is actually a very practical weapon. The sword symbol is actually sharp and lethal, but it will be in like a...
There are many religious servitors.
Okay.
If you're hunting for what would exist in world, the most obvious example would be a cherubim.
Yeah,
it is
cherubim.
like a miniature child with wings that flies and can hold things and carry things for that are important. And normally it would be impossible to build a cherubim on this ship.
Oh,
because
shit.
You don't have the body parts or other things.
Mhm.
But Damien, you did a lot of work.
What is it,
to take
Eric?
bodies,
I don't know.
take them out, and
I
unbeknownst
died. I was too cocky.
did all of the required parts
Tried attacking for
for them.
level 16 and 17.
Oh,
Can carry
Yeah.
Brother Sanctus's
I think you
swords.
have to get
So
me
you
a
do
new
not know
bow.
what your outfits will be
No.
because Closet is working on those. You do not know what additional tools
I
he
was
will give
looking
you,
at one
but
that
you do
cost
know that you have a
17
cherubim to carry the
silver.
swords.
Huh.
You do know
I have
that
8.
Romeo has a halo hat and a trailing scroll behind him. And you do know that you will be making your way to the space station of Janus II as Brother Sanctus, Brother Fortis, and Sister Eunice.
This episode of Agents of the Inquisition features the voices of Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, Josh Halbert, and Tyler Hewitt, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Agents of the Inquisition's artwork was created by Del Borovic. Our theme song is The Hordes by Megan McDuffie, and our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, whose music was provided by freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum Dums and Dice, including merchandise, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. If you want to support the show or get an ad-free version, go to dumdumdice.com/join. That's dumbdice.com/join. Again, that's dumdumdice.com/join. Though the team is working under special condition, this podcast isn't. So tell your friends about Agents of the Inquisition and join us next episode. Robute Gilliman himself commands it.
Dum Dums and Dice has to give a special.
Hey, I'm Arnie Niekamp from the fully improvised comedy podcast Hello from the Magic Tavern. I'm here with my co-hosts, Chun the Talking Badger, Bing Bong, and Usador the Wizard.
I greet thee, listeners.
Look, I'm trapped in the magical land of Foon, so I started a podcast interviewing elves, unicorns, and other weirdos. We have great guests like Felicia Day, Jason Mantzoukas, Brennan Lee Mulligan, Amy Mann, and so many more.
Oh, and I think one time we interviewed a sentient shoe? I hope it was sentient.
Not to mention the evil people we've had to interview. How I hate evil.
Join us as we bar crawl across the magical land of Foon.
Looking for adventure.
Getting caught up in escapades.
Hello from the Magic Tavern is available right now on your favorite podcast app and ad-free and with lots of bonus content on Patreon. Subscribe to Hello from the Magic Tavern today.
At long last, you have all discovered your mission. You are to go to the planet of Voryx, which is currently infested by the Xenos alien species known as the Tau, and make them leave because their ships are causing a naval blockade which is drawing away critically needed Imperial naval assets that could be used elsewhere in this sector. You know your contact, Stevius Funkhauser, and you have decided your plan to get there. Morgan made the suggestion, Damien didn't like it, Solomon got on board, everybody's doing it now. You are going to be impersonating a trio of Imperial preachers, journeying to the front to try to spread the word of the Emperor to those humans who have been lost, to becoming Guavesa, human auxiliary allies of the Tau, as well as the Tau themselves. You will be Brother Sanctus, aka Solomon, Brother Fortis, aka Damien, and Sister Eunice, aka Morgan. I asked you what parts of your outfits you wanted, and you all chose just bonus stuff that would seem kind of cool. So Romeo will have a halo and be trailing a scroll behind him. You will have a cherubim built of the body parts of former Drakari slaves turned soldiers and brutes in the service of Libertine Morwith that were killed in their action on board this ship, and you left it up to Closet to pull together the rest of the outfits while you prepared yourselves. Closet has done so. You have Romeo, beautifully decked out, very appropriate, built to accurate Ministorum models. The cherubim itself is a little bit rougher. He didn't have fully child limbs, so instead they're gimbaled limbs with half of an adult limb at them. So the arms of the cherubim don't have elbows. They attach at the shoulder with a nearly 360-degree movement of just forearm and hand, so the scale is correct, and the legs are just from the knees to the feet. The head itself is a somewhat smaller porcelain doll head with no mouth and no real eyes. The sensors are built into the chest of this, but it will let you carry all of the swords and other elements that you need. This cherubim will require a name, which I believe should be chosen by Brother Sanctus. And I will give you, this originally was our Rex 2/Blood Ball stats. We will use this for your cherubim. Obviously, it will be able to fly, and its attacks, if it has to attack, will only do 1d2 plus 1 damage because it does not have any weapons of its own. But it will have the flight, movement, and general physical stats that I have provided to you on the Rex 2 card there. Brother Sanctus, what do you want to name, Solomon, your horrifying cherubim with a small porcelain doll's head, eyes in its torso, and 1/2 of all adult limbs?
That's so vile. I mean, it came back from the dead, right? So, Lazarus.
Lazarus, your cherubim. Fantastic. And the outfits themselves. So, Brother Solomon, you will be decked out in long, flowing robes. These are kind of shoulder to toe, a little bit Jafar-esque, if we're talking the general vibe. The shoulders swoop up, red, white, and black. You have long black tassels that hang down from over your shoulders to nearly your feet with skull emblems at the bottom. You have a giant maul that you can just hold up. It's got a sensor in the head, so there's smoke and other things that come with you. So it smells like Imperial Saint.
Will you have something better?
Kind of quarter staff.
Water.
And you also have
Yeah.
a Book of Ezekiel.
Just
You
bring what
have
for
your
mana.
version of that,
Oh.
which can be on the back of a display, and the front of it opens up.
No, I don't
Skull,
think I
front
need.
half of it sticking out the front.
I
so
don't
you can
really
use
use much mana.
and read to yourself the Book of Ezekiel or a Ministorum Bible, should you want to have that on your side. The last thing you get is a truly massive hat. We're talking a almost czar-esque hat, or not quite the Pope, but close to it. It's large. It's about a foot and a half off your head. It widens out as it goes. And up top, the symbol upon the front of it in gold. It's a black hat otherwise, but the gold symbol are 3 stalks of corn. And then there is an aquila, and it has a snake in its claws underneath that is displayed at the front of this. Closet looks at you and says, "Would you like a beard? Many of the preachers have beards."
Like a for me?
Yes.
Like a fake beard?
Yes. Or would you like me to speed up your processes and grow your own beard?
You know what? Yeah. Let's give it a shot. I've never been able to grow one. That's very compelling.
Well, we'll solve that for you now. Please step over here. And he brings you to a machine. He puts your head into it, and there's just multiple steel bars that tighten in until your head can't move away from the position it is in this machine. This will be a few injections and some rays. This may be painful.
I didn't think about this. He's flailing an arm behind him like, Morgan!
He can't move his head.
Hold my hand.
Morgan will hold his hand.
Process initiate.
Oh!
Very low roll. Can you roll me a con saving throw at disadvantage?
You're gonna come out with a beard on your fucking forehead.
Dead. Sorry.
3 different needles have pierced you, 2 at the jaw and 1 just below the chin, and a series of lasers are striking your face.
Natural one.
Natural one.
This was a mistake. What if we cut and we go back before the beard machine and I say, no, I'm good? What if we Superman and we reverse the rotation of the Earth?
This is a bad dream, Solomon.
With a nat one.
You know what makes it so much worse is looking over at Tyler, and he looks genuinely disappointed.
He does. He
like
does.
Not Damien, Tyler. Tyler looks like upset.
Look at ourselves. Look at our choices.
Well, this is a combo of 2 things, which is Closet rolled a 5 for doing this procedure, which is why you had to do a test, and then you rolled a 1, which means it is very painful for a moment. The lasers and other things shining at your face, along with the injections, are so bright that no one can see. And when you turn back around, as the machine releases you, there is a ka-chunk and a hiss, and you turn back to the group, and you have actually grown hair out of your entire face. Cheeks, forehead. It's kind of like a dog.
Like a lion's mane, or?
Like a wolf man, like a teen wolf style scenario of just a full head of hair, but over the entire head.
Okay, be honest. How does it look?
Closet, can you fix it?
It will be like this for some time. It takes a while for this to deactivate.
Deactivate.
Can you cut it and style it to something that's not so...
Why are you guys saying
Everywhere.
it like that? Does it get cool? He's like feeling...
Morgan's gonna find something shiny.
Morgan shows you your reflection.
Oh, come on, Closet. It's up on my face. It's on my forehead. That's not how beards grow.
This was not intended. Something is strange about your physiology.
Oh, man, I look like a mutant. Can I shave? Do I have time to shave?
You can shave it. It will grow back to this length in approximately 4 hours.
That's not good.
Can we take a shaving kit with us?
I cannot stop you from doing that. Of course you can. You would need to shave him to avoid a 1 hour shadow approximately once an hour for the next 24 hours.
Okay. All right.
Solomon's warming up to it.
It's different.
Or this preacher could be a mutant. Perhaps that is why he is so willing to deal with the Guavesa.
Now wait a minute. Now that's we're getting too far down the road of deceit. We have to pull back. We have to remember who we are as people. See this? I went for the beard, and the Emperor has punished me. And I understand that now. Once again, Solomon, you've gone too far.
Unless this is a gift from the Emperor that is going to help us in our mission, as Closet said.
This is all real hair that has been grown on your body. It is your hair.
It's like yanking at it.
We did not do a fake beard. If the fake beard had done this, that would be my fault. That would be a lie.
All right, fine.
Solomon, you could just say you were altered in an accident, which is true.
I hate to interrupt, and I don't want to send you down the wrong path, but there are Tyrellian dog soldiers. Most species and beings have not seen them, but they do exist. So the other option would be that you are 3 Tyrellian dog soldiers, and you all get this treatment so that you look the same.
That's helpful, but I don't have full information about the history of these people, and Solomon would have a great struggle to make that work. I think the closer that we stay to Solomon as himself is better for us.
All right, then, Closet, prepare a Kiergen's barber kit. I'll bring it down. Clippers, razors, scissors.
Will do. Apologies for my failings. Does this make you happy, Interrogator?
No, Closet.
Interrogator pleasure experiments are proceeding based on hypothesis.
Interrogator pleasure experiments.
Morgan looks very displeased.
Can we stick to the mission?
Of course. Apologies. These distractions are throwing me off.
2 more outfits are produced. One for you, Morgan, and one for you, Damien. These outfits are much simpler, made of burlap and other uncomfortable fabrics. They're designed to cover the body, would also allow you to cover some of your armor plates and things like that. Morgan, so your outfit is not, your mechanics of your outfit are not changed by the fact that you are dressed differently. The arms and sleeves of the outfit are made of prayer scrolls and other things that have been wrapped around. It is clear that you two are meant to kind of be the assistants of all of this. Damien, you're given a hanging brazier, so you've got a rod with chain going down to hold kind of a plate where there could just be burning elements, coals, other things, so that there's some fire for the preaching. And Morgan, you are given just a massive Ministorum Bible, nearly the size of your torso, that you're kind of chained to and meant to carry around, so it looks like it's there, though you can release it at any time. So you do have an excellent party other than the Tyrellian dog soldier central preacher right now.
Yep.
We're not going with the Tyrellian dog soldier thing.
You don't need to tell the DM. That's fine.
Solomon's like an aside.
Hey,
yes.
I want to be sure about that.
I would love to get a luck roll. So just give me a D20.
Me?
Yeah, you, Solomon, because I want to find out how long it takes you to get to Janet's 2.
Okay. That's another natural one.
Whoa. You all feel the feeling of cold water being splashed over your entire bodies as you exit the warp, meaning for the first 24 hours of your mission, Solomon will need to be shaved once an hour for his head to not be growing fur. I really tried to give you that luck roll save for this.
There's only so much we can do.
I'm going to get a lot of practice.
You've got your Chirurgeon's kit, you've got the equipment, you've got your costume.
I'm back.
Is there anything else that you would want to bring specifically? You've got everything that's
Let's run to Deskwood, shall we?
People are stowed in your outfits.
For some higher level mobs.
Plenty of places to hide things in pockets inside your outfit, so you won't be short any of your gear. But is there anything in particular you would want for this that we have not mentioned?
Is Damien, this would be per, I think, Morgan's preference, is Damien wearing the Oramite lined windhunter's jacket coat under the scribe's garbs? Is he going down?
It would have to be over.
It would have to be over.
Just with
Even
the
more
weight of it
pertinent
and the bulk
question.
of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that actually Morgan would pull Damien aside as they are exiting the warp. Damien, now that we're out of the warp, you don't have to wear that necklace, but it's up to you. Would you feel more comfortable not using your powers or them being stunted while we are doing this? Or would you prefer to be at 100% the entire time?
This is a question of my preference.
That's correct.
Well, my understanding is I can wear the Oramite lined coat and only The Wraithbone necklace worn in conjunction with it is what
Hello.
stifles the warp flow.
Yes,
You're thinking about playing on the virtual machine? Why
bone necklace for now, or if you
play on the virtual machine?
and have your full potential unlocked.
I'll always.
That's why I wanted to leave it up to you.
Wait, where did you go?
Point of order. Is this a difference of like taking the necklace off and putting it in my pocket and I'm good to go, or is it like that's still in my person? That's still creating a field that reacts adversely with the power flow.
I think you would have to get it off your person to be totally clear. I think that's the only way it makes sense. Otherwise, the difference between like a pocket versus around a neck over a shirt, it just gets too complicated.
Yeah. Okay.
Well.
Oh man.
Uh.
Great tactical question. And it's just a question of like how much of a vindictive
They have released the
right now.
Launcher for they changed it to what you call it open source now.
Maybe it's a role.
So I would imagine if there is some malware, someone
Shittiness versus his tactical mind.
would have found it.
What are the two wolves inside him at this moment?
Yeah, it's like
I'm playing on Linux. I'm not sure if that
the heretic and
prevents.
Is and therefore stunt the powers, or is it?
I would
You're so fucking smart. You have
guess that prevents any malware made for Windows to do anything.
Fight against someone else versus
Because the system in Linux is different compared to Windows, where you need to be root to be able to do
his religion, because religion
some damage.
I was about to pitch just a wisdom save.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that works for me.
But I'm up.
Oh well, yeah.
A wisdom saving throw or religion.
It's not
would be the thing.
bad to be cautious.
Save.
It's instinctual, which speaks to me. So yeah.
And that might also, but depending on what he rolls, flavor his response is like tone as well. Oh, it's a 2 + 0 for a. Okay. So then I think the outward spike, because I feel like with Ministorum stuff, there's a certain like inward kind of you're not worthy unless someone else says you are kind of thing, and being humble and only following what is written and things like that. So
I'm basically just using Steam and using Steam Proton Experimental.
Shitty wins out, and so it will be, and because it was a low roll, it will be he'll take the necklace off and hold his.
And I'm getting pretty good
dangling from his open
or stable.
And say
I did something stupid, so it's like if I try to log out or if I die, it crashes. But I think it has something to do with the memory. Something. I haven't checked the actual error file log.
And he does.
I just restart the game.
That's it.
Do you want him to wear his Oromite coat on the mission?
Because it only works with the Oromite code, so yes. Yes.
Great. The code
Like now?
for his other
Okay, let's see.
burnt up.
This application has encountered critical error, blah blah blah, fatal exception,
Your general shifts in tone.
exception, access violation at.
Can you roll me, Damien, a dexterity saving throw? All right, roll me sleight of
Yeah,
hand.
I guess it's something to do with memory. I can take a picture of it, actually,
What are we doing?
and then look it up.
Someone.
Actually,
possibly myself.
We'll just do a d4 plus 1. Just one d4. 3. You do 4 damage to Solomon as you try to shave his head, but the ship is moving. It's shaky. It's not easy.
Restart.
Hold still.
It's not really often it happens, so I'm not too worried.
Piloting this ship.
Starting up again.
Stop talking while I'm doing this.
I'm sorry.
That's still talking.
And then I have to change the
So make a note. You took 4 damage.
thingy back to Turtle WoW
Yeah, I guess.
or World of Warcraft.
Do you leave him a beard, or do you just take it all?
Oh, it should work again.
For a first try on a bumpy ship ride down, or maybe it's a smooth ship ride. And yeah,
I think it's one of the DLLs crashing
as far as we have to.
injection thingies.
Put him through more. Put myself.
Because
so we take what's on the
yeah,
the
if I run it through Heroic Launcher,
and then
I don't have this problem.
like full beard.
The only reason I'm playing it through Steam is because I can track my hours. I guess Heroic Launcher does that as well, but then people won't see me playing on Steam.
that like the plow kind of shape, like a shovel kind of look. Yeah.
Square.
Yeah. So that,
And I just enabled war mode. That gives you 20% extra XP.
Morgan, you are observing.
Yeah. I think the only add-on I have at the moment is the voiceover. So
you see a variety of small ships that are attached. Yours is actually one of those. Clearly,
I'm just gonna post that picture on Discord.
printing boats, other small things that would be traveling in space. It's Flotsam and Jetsam. This is very clearly criminal. This place could fall apart at any moment, but it seems that there's probably a central market. There's probably places for people to stay and a lot of illicit deals. If you wanted to gamble, if you wanted to hire mercenaries, if you are a mercenary, this is the kind of stopover where you can get refueled, see what you can find, possibly get killed, move on.
Okay. Well, then it may not be out of place that we at least have some of our weapons with us.
This definitely seems like a weapons are welcome kind of place.
That's good.
The ship comes automatically to get given one. There are no scanning requirements. There is no tax. Stop at whatever is functional dock. You are there.
Yeah, mirror leak error, 2 of them said, and one said means restart the game.
Your way out. This is
Well done.
airlock to airlock. Is there anything you say to your crew before you head into Janus 2?
Everest, the ship is in your hands while we are gone.
No, take good care of it.
You should apparently lead you to this farmhouse.
Perfect. I was just about to...
I need to target something first.
This glowing dot. I don't know what it looks like in there, but he has a tracker on him physically.
All right. We will seek him out. We'll be in contact if we need to.
Good luck and throne speed.
Emperor be with you.
And also with you.
It's and with your spirit now.
That's a lot of enemies here. Have to be careful.
Right, here we go.
This is Solomon shitty beard and a cut up face. He takes the last piece.
It's too far away.
Of shaving cuts, and he just gives him a thumbs up.
Ever said, it's a good look.
Don't lie to me, Everest.
You look awful.
I can't cast that yet.
Sensor on a stick.
I have seen preachers that look worse.
I'll take it.
Good luck.
Takes the stick.
And you all make your way onto Janus 2. Morgan, can you roll me? Do we have anything that feels like it would be finding a person? What would you sell me on?
Oh, that's a little big group.
Investigation or perception?
Yeah, I would say investigation or perception. Either of those work for me.
Okay.
If we want to say that you guys are working as a team, because if you're sharing this data slate with everybody else, then automatically with help. And I would say we'll do an investigation with help.
Är det AFK eller?
And 19.
19. You're making relatively quick travel through Janus 2. There are a lot of internal passages, rooms, but most of the doors are closed. You physically can't even open them. There's limited power. And you can look down some hallways and just see there are no grounds. Stuff is just floating. There's just that is not a traveled space. Whereas the hallways you're traveling down, you're seeing a lot of kind of...
Let's see.
It's clear and fortunate that this all seems to lead to one central space, and you find yourself stepping out after hearing some sounds in the distance, just laughter, conversation, the murmur of kind of life in space, to a large bazaar. You're just seeing a ton of stalls. There are restaurants, people hawking things. It all seems to be human. You're not seeing any Xenos life in this area specifically, though there are
5 enemies.
Full armor, clearly cobbled together. You're not looking at Militarum style situations. It's mercenaries,
Hopper.
it's bodyguards. But
Over
they're
there.
so large inside their armor you couldn't actually identify their species, but they are bipedal. You're not seeing more than 2 legs on any of these beings. You're making your way through the crowd. It was a pretty solid roll. Then you find yourselves at a shoddy bar in the corner of this space. It's kind of one of those Blade Runner-esque spaces where the bar has all seats that are just at the edges of it. There's no interior building. It's as much stall as it is a bar front. And it is called... Solomon, what's it called?
The Tarnished Eagle.
Oh, the Tarnished Eagle. Beautiful. You are making your way there through the crowd. Perception.
We love you.
17.
16.
19.
Okay, you're all doing great. You're making your way towards this bar, looking around, and you see one figure sitting at the corner of this space. There are about 15 seats. There are two other pairs of people that have taken those, but there's one gentleman sitting in the corner. He is a paunchy, but there's still a bit of, like, tired but trying to be dashing kind of air, like an out-of-shape, exhausted, but still Han Solo, with wild curly brown hair and a prominent gray streak over one
Yeah, I can try to figure out
bionic eye.
what the issue is, because
Off and on. He's wearing a
have installed a super BI thing here. Should fix some stuff, I think.
On one shoulder, it's bright blue otherwise, over grubby coveralls. And he is drinking, looking out into the crowd. You see him look at all of you, do an eye roll, and then look past you into the distance.
Amazing. And he's sitting at the bar?
Yep, sitting at the corner of the bar.
That spell isn't working.
Oh, yeah.
I can't cast that yet.
Yes, I will go. Morgan's gonna go sidle up next to this man at the bar and sit down, but bump him, quote unquote, accidentally. Sincerest apologies.
Well, no need to apologize, but I'm not looking for religion today. You can move along.
Oh.
I was done with the trash.
No, I'm really not.
Well, it's a good thing, but I am looking for someone.
Okay.
I heard that someone has a ship and the ability to get down to the planet Vorax.
Oh, let me check something. And he takes out his data slate that has a tracker on it. Are you carrying the data slate that Avarice gave you?
Yes.
Oh, it's you. Really? Religion? Why do you want to go there?
We are on a holy mission.
A holy mission for what? It's full of aliens and people who have betrayed humanity.
It's true, but Brother Sanctus has arms wide enough for everyone to bring them into the fold.
Puts the slate away. Oh, so he's crazy. Okay. You have crazy money, or are you poor crazy?
We have means for those who are willing to help with our mission.
All right, well, if you're looking for me to bring you to some Xenos, I'd like... He looks over all of your outfits. I'll take that big aquila on a chain.
Wowie.
That's gold, right? Gold's pretty valuable.
Are we hearing this conversation? Solomon
Roll
and
me a
I's
perception for
hanging
both
back?
of you that are a little bit further back.
It's a kind of gold.
Perception, you say?
Yep.
6.
Nope, you don't hear it?
Okay. 14.
14, you do hear it, Solomon.
Oh, he'll lean like he'll seeing that Damien isn't in the loop. He'll try and keep Damien in the loop. He wants the Aquila.
Oh,
what do we do?
can I microbead to?
Absolutely. You've all got your microbeads in. You can subvocalize. You can do all your tricks.
But to Avarice.
It would take you a second to do it, but this is a casual conversation. So yeah, I'd say you could do that.
I want to microbead to Avarice and ask Avarice, come in.
Yes.
Seems like Morgan has made contact with Stevius. However,
Excellent.
He seems to be asking for payment.
Yes, that's pretty standard for mercenaries.
Was payment not included in his location, his name, this deal we've set up?
Unfortunately, no. We couldn't send money in advance. He'd just take it and leave.
All right.
Fair.
Thank you.
No problem.
He'll switch channels to the team channel, Morgan and Solomon, and say, I've confirmed Stevius has not received payment from Avarice. He's right to ask. What can we give him?
Morgan clears her throat. I'm going to have to ask the Brother Sanctus if he can part with it. One moment, please.
All right, you go right ahead. I'll be here drinking.
And she's going to come back to the other boys. Well, the only thing we have for payment is... that is probably the least of our money that we could spare.
It is.
Considering all the other items we have on ourselves are way more than that.
Damien looks over Morgan's shoulder back at Stevius. He seems pretty thirsty. We can't just cover his drinks for the night and...
Do we don't have money other than this, do we? We don't have any credits?
You have like a small amount of credits because you have enough money, as we've said previously, to kind of keep your ship functioning and all that kind of stuff. You would have like drinks at a bar, assuming they take thrones here, because you don't have a variety of currency, but you'd have a small amount of digital thrones that you could use or chits, but not a lot.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you have pocket money.
Right.
Okay. Does Damien know that? Because I wouldn't suggest that otherwise.
I don't think Damien would collect pocket money to bring it. That's a Morgan thing. So you could buy him drinks. Like a couple rounds of drinks would be within your abilities pretty casually. It's like, you know, when you go on a mission, you have a wallet full of enough cash that you could like buy lunch and dinner that day, but not necessarily enough to do like a massive bribe.
All right, Damien, let's start there.
He wanted the Aquila.
He just thought it was gold, so he wants something worth money.
So he's not a follower of the word.
Doesn't seem so.
Well, some of my more merciful, we'll say, companions would look at this as an opportunity to educate someone on the word of the Emperor. And 9 times out of 10, those people would be willing to part with less and less to get out of that conversation.
That's understandable. We also want to be sure that he will take us on his ship. Perhaps we can start with drinks. We'll start there. And Morgan's going to come back, and she's going to sit back next to Stevius. What are you drinking?
Oh, this is slop. There's some mold growing in some of the canisters in the back, and they scrape the top off into these glasses. It's pretty great.
Oh.
You want some slop?
Do you want more?
Always. I'm not going to say no to more.
And Morgan will
I'm Stevius Funkhauser, the galaxy's luckiest charmer.
You are quite charming. I'm Sister Eunice.
Nice to meet you, Eunice.
Oh.
So can I have that Aquila? You said you were going to talk to him about it.
Elite guy?
It is very meaningful to him, obviously. It is a holy symbol. Also, we are concerned that were we to give you something now, you would just leave us here.
Okay.
So, perhaps we can give you something once we get to Planet Vorax.
Can you roll me a persuasion?
Yep. I'm gonna use a luck point.
Okay.
To get advantage.
Get it.
On this persuasion, please, Morgan. Persuasion, it's a dirty 20.
Oh, wow.
Well, you drive a hard bargain, but that makes sense to Stevius Funkhauser, the galaxy's luckiest charmer. So we'll have more slop.
Yes.
Drink a couple of more slops. Then we'll get out to my ship, the Emperor's bared teeth, and we'll take to the skies. I will have to say that you're all going to have to put your weapons in a locker, because I'm not putting a bunch of armed people on the Emperor's bared teeth in belief that they'll one day give me an Aquila.
That makes complete sense. As
Well,
long
then,
as
let's
we
get
the...
wasted, Eunice.
Oh. Would the two of you like to join us in this slop partaking?
Come on, brothers, let's get wasted.
Solomon looks directly at Damien.
Brother Sanctus, his body is a temple, and cannot
sliced up square.
Yeah.
Just blood. Dried, caked blood.
Well, he does look a little crazy.
Yes, he's very particular about what he imbibes.
Well, what's your drink of choice there, Brother Sanctus?
I don't. We drank alcohol on the
you brought it up for me in the secret ceremony.
Yes, okay, that's right.
And the only way you're getting with Brother Sanctus is you've decided that it is your permanent nickname.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you just have to tell him
Yeah,
what you
it's
like.
just what I like. Do you have? Do they sell Amasec here? I
Well-
love Amasec.
They don't have a lot of that, but they've got some jet fuel I could get them to put in a glass for you. It tastes the same if you don't think too much.
I've never tried it, but there's a first time for everything. And to be honest, I've had a weird day.
Well, why don't you pull up a seat and tell me about it, you big weirdo? Sit on down.
So you guys take over the corner of the bar.
Got it. All right.
Guy sounds like one of the Simpson characters.
I'm doing sloppy jet fuel. I'll do a little bit of both. And what about you there, No Smile?
I'm
good.
The guy, the actor from the Simpson show.
Generous.
Like, what's his name again?
Mr. Grumpy Pants over there. All right, so how do you guys cheers in the Ministorm? You got something cool?
The same guy that voices the Arnold in Simpsons.
I can't lie. I can't lie. I can't lie. Yeah.
I think if there's hesitation, then Damien knows how they cheers in the Ministorum. Well, no. Now I'm thinking about the perception of Damien, like,
all right,
feeding
so Damien
him a line.
also paused. Morgan, it's up to you.
Yeah, you're right.
Two people tried to just froze.
Wonderful.
Have you seen that Smiling Friends thing where the one guy pulls the other one and then goes, "We're so totally fucked." Like that. I think Solomon is coming to that conclusion where he's like, "This the duplicitous, like this is gonna happen so often." So I think we have to be so vigilant of like, because I think Solomon is gonna freeze up like this a lot.
All right, so these two are kind of weird. What about you, Eunice? You seemed cool.
No, yes. Well, they probably are hesitating because the holy rites of the Ministorum are not to be shared with non-believers, and I did let slip that you aren't someone who is here for religion. So in an attempt to shield you from that, and she picks up a glass and she says, "Cheers to all of the regular people in the Imperium."
Cheers, I guess. This is going to be a long night. He downs his jet fuel, and he's going to try to pound a slop, but we'll see how he does. Oh, no, he does, like a pro. It's down, and he's like, more slop for this boy. You guys you didn't drink your shot.
Cheers to everyone in the Imperium.
Do I have to roll? You're going to need a con save for jet fuel.
Just a straight con save,
Yep.
13?
You're fine. You thought it was a metaphor, but it's actually clearly fuel.
Oh, my Emperor, be praised. That's just what it is.
Morgan?
Morgan's doing a sippy. She's not going to
Can you roll
chug
me
the whole thing.
either a deception or a sleight of hand to try to fake drinking?
Oh, perfect. I'll do a deception.
Oh, damn.
It's a 26.
26.
Fake drinking.
You pretend to drink, and as he's busy chugging his, you just pour it on the floor. There's a grate under you. It disappears.
Damien sub-vocalizes to the two of you like, this buffoon has to be sober enough to fly us to the surface of the planet. Also, we can't be here drinking for an hour or else Solomon's going to look a little different.
All right, another round of slop, and let's get another jet fuel for this guy over here.
Sub-vocalized again. We have to make this go quicker.
Making it double. You guys love drinking, right? Drinking in the Emperor. I'm Stevius Funkhauser, the galaxy's luckiest charmer. Bring them drinks.
So what do you like then, Stevius?
Well, I like slop right about now. I like jet fuel, and I like that aqua I'm going to get in the bed of my right bud. And he's reaching over and just poking the aqua on your chest.
Stevius, your ship, it sounds, the Emperor's bare teeth, quite impressive. Could we not take drinks to the ship to do more jovial drinking?
Oh, you guys are ship drinkers, huh?
Are you not?
I'd have a drink on the ship.
Oh my God, Grumpy Pants is gonna. Well, then let's get this round to go, my friends. Everybody carry as much as you can carry, and he grabs the slop and the drinks. He picks them up and he says, all right, so here's the deal. You're paying, Grumpy Pants. You got to pay.
Aye. And he'll pat himself down and say, Sister Eunice, can you help me out here?
Yes, and she will go to pay.
Does she actually have the money, or do we got to run?
Damien will shrug and say, she has before.
Brother Sanctus, we rolling the dice here, or we booking it?
I have great faith in Sister Eunice. She controls much in this group.
Okay, Sister Eunice, I need a luck roll from you.
Jesus.
Because I need to find out if this bar takes thrones.
Takes thrones, yes.
Roll me a d20.
D20? 4.
Yeah, luckily you look before you end up at the bartender
Perfect.
to pay. You kind of glance as they're dealing with another customer, and you see a collection of different currencies laid out as they take money from someone to pay for something, and you realize there are no thrones present. This is all abstract local currencies.
No thrones, no American Express.
No.
Yeah.
Diners Club.
It's only Diners Club.
Yep. All right. This is like sub-vocalizing to the two boys. Take the drinks and run.
And Damien will say,
All right, so we wait because Sister Eunice is going to take care of this.
nope, this is one of those other times.
All right. Good luck, boys. I'm the fastest man in the galaxy. Come on.
Can you guys roll me in athletics?
This is going very well today.
I have proficiency in athletics
you're damn
now.
right you do.
So that's going to be a 21.
Holy
shit. Damn.
All that corpse hauling.
I am a little fucked up on jet fuel because I got a 3 for an 8.
A 3 for an 8. Okay. Can you roll me in athletics for Lazarus?
Oh, yeah. Cherub. An 8 as well.
Okay.
You guys are tied together.
2 8.
So the party turns to run. Both Damien and Stevius take off like a shot, just disappearing into the crowd, running as fast as they can. Morgan, you turn ready to run as well when you see Brother Sanctus turn to run, slip on some of the drink you spilled, and he's stumbling before bumping into Lazarus, his cherubim, and he drops his censer, he drops his drink on the floor. He doesn't have a chance to get away, and that's when you see the bartender reach under the bar and yell, "Everybody freeze!" and pull out a las rifle.
Okay. How far away is this bartender?
Bartender is across the bar from you. It's about 5 feet.
Can Morgan get behind the bar to stab this bartender?
Roll me initiative.
Oh, Lordy Lou.
Do you want
We just
initiative
need an
from
opening.
all of
We
us?
just need an opening. You guys got away.
and Damien are clear. They're
Okay.
disappeared to the crowd. It's a crowded enough place.
It's a 23.
Okay, that will beat 17. Solomon, can I get yours just in case?
Sure. A 6.
Okay, Solomon is going to be at the bottom of this, but you get to go first. So, Morgan, this bartender is 5 feet away across the bar.
Yep. So I'm going to use my movement to get over the bar and get next to this guy.
Great.
And then I'm going to attack him.
Fabulous.
And
What are you attacking with?
I'm going to stab him with the Ormite dagger.
Okay.
Yep. So
Do you drop your giant book on a chain?
if it's going to get in the way, of me moving
Otherwise,
around.
you have to do an athletics to go over the bar.
No, we'll drop the book. Then
Great.
not a big deal.
Book's on the ground.
Book's on the ground.
You're behind the bar.
Behind the bar, stabbing the man.
Fabulous. Are you using 2 daggers or just 1? They do have the light weapon property, so if you had a second dagger in your offhand, you could attack with both.
Oh, then yes, I will attack with both.
Fabulous. So
Okay.
roll for your Ormite dagger first. I will say they are surprised, so I will give you advantage on this first strike.
Well, during the first round of combat, I get advantage on an
So you
attack
have it
versus any
anyways.
creature that hasn't taken a turn yet. Yes.
I tried to help you, but you didn't need it. You're
I
too
know.
powerful.
So it is a nat 20.
That will.
This
Oh.
is not be making it through this
Boy.
Okay.
because I get sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 1d4,
It'll be 2d4 because it's a 20, so it doubles the damage.
2d4, and then the sneak attack is
Use those new dice.
I know.
Yeah, I want to see 'em.
Sneak attack is 2d6, so that's 4d6.
Yep.
And then I will do the second attack afterwards if necessary.
Yep.
With the other dagger. So it's this plus 7 damage.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, it's actually even more because the Ormite dagger. So it's actually plus 8 damage
You
to
don't
this.
double the damage modifier addition.
No, but I usually get a plus 7 because I get plus 3 damage on this surprising strike. Plus
Oh,
it's
the
the
plus 3
dice
damage
plus
adds.
4, but it's plus 5 for this.
Plus 5 for this, which will be plus 3 for the surprise strike for 8. So, yep, you're adding 8 damage to this.
Okay.
Ooh, I see some big ones.
10. 21 plus 8, 29 damage to this man.
29 damage. You dive across the bar trying to stab low, not realizing that you are severing an artery
Oh, yeah.
in his stomach to crotch, and he immediately starts bleeding out and collapses, just pale instantly. Just a gush of blood soaks the bottom half of your outfit and the floor underneath him. He is very dead.
Yeah, and I think that that's what Morgan was thinking is I will stab this man in the leg to stop him from moving, to give an opportunity for Solomon to get out of here. but it's like her training is just like murder this man.
Yeah. You were trained to stab by a Vesserine Janissary, so it's not going to be a casual light tap.
Yep. And then as that man is paling, she will just shove the gun off to the side. So in case his dying body pulls the trigger, the gun is going off down low behind the bar, and she's going to continue to run with her cunning action and get towards where Solomon is, and is like, brother, we need to go now.
So you just hear the lady at the end of the bar, oh my god, she killed a guy! And you both...
My God, she killed Kenny!
13.
17.
Solomon gets clear. He's booked it during this thing. He watches you murder a bartender. Oh, do you know what? Let's find out if you saw that, because I think you would just be booking it. Roll me a perception, because you do get away, but I want to know about this.
Is it an 8 for a 10?
Okay, he did not see you murder the bartender. He just saw you leap over the bar, and he booked it. So, Brother Sanctus is clear. But Morgan, you are still trying to escape from the scene of the crime, having just murdered a bartender with people pointing and shouting at you, covered in blood, and you are alone. The rest of the team is already gone. How are you going to get to them without getting brought down by the mob?
This episode of Agents of the Inquisition features the voices of Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, Josh Halbert, and Tyler Hewitt, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by
Next
Laura
episode.
Hunt, and Agents of the Inquisition's artwork was created by Del Borovic. Our theme song is The Hordes by Megan McDuffie, and our ad breaks use the track.
Hey, I'm Arnie Niekamp from the fully improvised comedy podcast Hello from the Magic Tavern. I'm here with my co-hosts, Chunt the Talking Badger,
Bing bong.
and Usador the Wizard.
I greet thee, listeners.
Look, I'm trapped in the magical land of Foon, so I started a podcast interviewing elves, unicorns, and other weirdos. We have great guests like Felicia Day, Jason Mantzoukas, Brennan Lee Mulligan, Amy Mann, and so many more.
Oh, and I think one time we interviewed a sentient shoe? I hope it was sentient.
Not to mention the evil people we've had to interview. How I hate evil.
Join us as we bar crawl across the magical land of Foon.
Looking for adventure.
Getting caught up in escapades.
Hello from the Magic Tavern is available right now on your favorite podcast app, and ad-free and with lots of bonus content on Patreon. Subscribe to Hello from the Magic Tavern today.
The undercover mission is underway. All of you have become Ministorum wandering preachers and made your way onto Janus II, a criminal sub-imperial space station where you have made contact with Stevius Funkhauser, the galaxy's luckiest charmer, who you are hoping will bring you to Voryx. Over the course of your negotiations with him, Solomon, you discovered that it's much harder to pretend to be a preacher without lying than you'd originally anticipated. Damien suggested that you should win him over by buying drinks and then said that drinks were taking too long. And Morgan, you tried to negotiate to get yourselves to Voryx without having to hand over the group's Oramite Aquila and managed to convince this strange captain that if he took you there, you would deliver it when you arrived. He agreed as long as you hid your weapons. Then you were left to pay for drinks, and it turned out this place does not take thrones. All of your companions have escaped, making your way to Stevius Funkhauser's ship, the Emperor's Bared Teeth, and you accidentally killed a bartender while trying to slow them down before running into the crowd covered in that bartender's blood. The crowd is turning around you. What do you do?
Yep, so since this is already covered in blood, it's sort of a non-starter. So Morgan is quickly shrugging out of this outfit and is going to try to do the classic leave it on something so it looks like there's a person down a hallway and then stealth hide into a separate building. Just like trying to leave something behind so that they see that as she goes around a different corner.
Okay, can you roll me a deception? I will give you advantage on this roll because it's a good bit. This outfit is removable. The challenge is under it, you have your gear and a body glove.
Yep.
There's not room to hide anything else. So
Correct.
you will essentially be a woman running around in a painted on wetsuit.
Yep, with
after
my
this.
gun on my back.
With your gun and all of your other gear on your hips.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep, 100%.
Oh,
man. 12.
12. Okay. The crowd is parting. You're stripping down. There's going to be 3 people trying to see this. My God. 1159.
Hey.
Nobody sees this.
We're all stupids here.
One of them sees you start taking off your clothes and yells out to the crowd, "Look out for a naked woman!" Not knowing that you are still dressed underneath the outfit you've been pulling off. You are booking it away, but you still need to get clear. Can you roll me in athletics?
Oh my god, she's so bad at athletics. It's a 14.
14. Okay, let me roll for the fastest crowd members. A 7 and a 12. Are you kidding me? That's a 9 and a 12. All right, this crowd sucks. So you managed to book your way into this. Nobody was expecting this level of violence, especially not from your Ministorum group. You managed to burst through the crowd. Nobody catches your deception. Nobody sees you as you disappear around the corner, and you can follow the tracker to the Emperor's bared teeth.
Great.
So you can make your way through the back hallways and rejoin your companions at the Emperor's bared teeth. The airlock is open and waiting for you. As you step inside, you realize this entire ship is about the size of L1. It is a much smaller gun cutter, clearly with a bunkhouse that you can see that would normally be the seating area for other guests. Stevius is going to be at the front of this. Your companions are already there, and Stevius looks back and he goes, "Well, that's quite a look. You switching things up? Hello."
Yes, unfortunately, they don't take thrones at the bar, so I had to make a speedy exit.
And your clothes?
They were slowing me down.
Well, Brother Sanctus, you've got a heck of a party here.
Yes, I suppose I do. Eunice, are we concerned about your ability to blend in when we get down to Vorex?
Yes, actually. I was thinking about that. Stevius, do you have other clothes here on this ship of yours?
Well, I mean, I got a couple of things, but before we get into that, I've got this bin here.
And he pulls out a large, person-sized locker that has been knocked over, and he opens up the top of it and says, "I'm going to need you to put all your weapons in here before I show you how anything works."
That's fine, Morgan says, and she's going to turn around and start unloading weapons, but she's going to try to take one of her kind blades, which are like just little tiny daggers that she has, and slip one of those down into the front of her outfit.
Okay,
to
roll me
keep
a
on
sleight of
her.
hand.
Nat 20.
Hey.
No one on Earth could see that blade get put away, so that is crept away.
All right, I got to look at the other two of you. Your weapons got to go in here. All right, so you, Mr. Cherub, sword's in there, buddy.
Yep, Solomon will unspool. He'll take everything out. He's got the Ormite dagger, the Laslock, his sword, the glaive.
In the sheath.
In the sheath.
In the sheath, yep.
Wow, okay. And what about you there, buddy? Let's get the stuff in the locker here.
Yeah. Just before we go through this, did Damien brought everything, or would our outfits have stopped him from wearing like a light crossbow, which is like, it's not a one-handed kind of weapon, it's a big two-handed.
You could sling it over
thing.
your back if you wanted to. It's just it was only if you wanted to leave something behind. Traveling preachers could expect to find combat. It's part of the Ministorum belief, so it would be allowed.
So then, light crossbow, 2 sickles, 2 las pistols, and that's it. That he's not hiding anything.
Wow, you guys travel heavy. All right, so I got to scan you with my metal detector. I'm going to be honest, it's just because having seen what you had under your gear there, Eunice, it seems like you guys are packing a lot of heat for a couple of people out there being religious. Am I right? All right, step forward. So I'm just going to give you a quick little scan.
Can you roll me a deception if you are trying to hide something?
Yep.
Or you don't need to roll anything if it's legitimate.
Sanctus is just getting it.
Sanctus has got nothing? Damien, are you hiding anything? I don't think so.
He's wearing an Aramite lined coat.
Oh, yeah. So he'll scan you. Do you want to roll you can't roll a deception. It's a fucking coat. There's no way to avoid it.
Yeah.
All right, so what did you roll, Morgan?
19.
19. Okay, he only gets a 16, so he doesn't find your kind blade, but he comes over and he goes, "Ho, ho, ho, all right here, brother. Well, looks like you've got some stuff in your coat. I'm going to need you to take off whatever you got hiding under there and put it in the locker."
So Damien will take off the coat.
It's the whole coat.
But then that stops the interrogator-ordered cap on warp powers. So he'll say, "You can search me if you like. I've no weapons on me. It's armor, protection for traveling Ministorum. Out here in these parts, not everyone is so receptive to the good word of the Emperor."
All right, well, take it off and I'll check it out.
All due respect, it's been a bit of a rough start to our meeting here, sir. I'd like to keep my armor on, keep myself safe, but you may search me. I have no weapons on me.
All right, I'll pat down your whole coat and see what's going on there, I guess.
That's perfectly acceptable.
Okay, and he starts thoroughly patting down this coat. Morgan, you were the only person who is aware that a murder was committed in the bazaar and that people could be looking for the murderer who clearly escaped. So there is a time pressure on this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to allow him to proceed, or do you want to try to affect this, or what's your plan?
Yeah, Stevius, time is of the essence. There was a bit of a scuffle at the bar when we dashed without paying. I think it's probably best we get in the air before any... I don't know what the presence is with retaliation on this planet.
Well, they're pretty big on retaliation, actually. Can you roll me a persuasion?
21.
With a 3. Well, then, I guess this coat's a coat. Let's get the fuck out of here. I don't want to get shot. And he's going to climb into the cockpit, close the airlock, and just crank it out. The inertial dampeners are not great inside this ship, so you're finding yourself really jolted as he's making turns in space. And he's like, I got to get you guys to Spartacus. That's my boy on the planet. So we'll get you to Vorix. We'll get this done. All of you take a seat. You can have whatever conversations you want. I got to pay attention for a little bit because I got to run this off of some warp beacons. Turns out I don't have my own navigator. Am I right? And his bionic eye flashes. Can you all roll me a perception?
Nat 20.
It's a dirty 20 for Morgan.
11.
Damien doesn't get it, but you two do. His augmetic eye flashes couldn't afford one for a brief moment before it flickers away again. Time to get moving. I'm punching it. And he punches it while cranking on music. It's clearly a kind of pound. It's something that is a low rent, kind of dubstep style 40K music that is made from people just pounding different things rhythmically, recording it and looping it. So it is like street music that he is blaring at the top of his lungs, singing along even though it doesn't have lyrics. You just can't quite make out what he's saying. It could be another language. It's not one that any of you know. He could just be singing vowels. But Stevius is flying. You are all in his back bunk section. It's about 15 feet from him, but there's no way he could hear a damn thing you're saying.
Great. Is Morgan able to watch? Because I think she would want to watch where he's flying in order to see how he's getting there, basically.
You would have to go over his shoulder to be able to watch that.
Yeah. I think that she'd want to do that. Like, obviously, communication is important, but I think for her, it's like no one, as Avra said, like no one else knows how to get into this planet, so this is important intel in her eyes.
Okay, so you come forwards and he just stops the music and goes, "What you doing, sister?"
I thought I would watch you in action.
Oh, hell no. Go back to your bunk. Nobody can know how to get where we're going except me. Otherwise, you could just take the Emperor's bared teeth and go wherever you want.
I see. Morgan will try to. Is can Romeo just turn and zoom in?
Okay, so where is Romeo in the ship?
With Solomon.
Okay, so he's 15 feet back, and you're trying to zoom in on this.
Yeah.
Okay, you're returning back with the rest of the group? Okay, can you roll me a deception? I think with...
Oh.
Yeah, deception from you for him to not think about this.
While I re-roll those.
Oh, Jesus.
It's 9.
Well, you rolled a 4.
Hey.
I'm the luckiest charmer in the galaxy. Head on back there. No more fudging around. Okay, I got to get this programmed over here. Can you roll me a perception with Romeo? Oh.
Yes.
I will give you advantage because he can zoom in.
Thank you.
Stevius is just singing to Pound and dancing a little bit in his chair as he's flying, so I got to see if he's accidentally covering up what he's trying to hide.
Perception?
Yes.
24.
24 beats 19.
Wow.
So you do have eyes on some of the instruments. It doesn't mean you can see exactly the plot, but he is clearly running off 5 different warp beacons over the course of this journey. You can't get a full image on what he's pinging them because it's clear that he has the permissions auto-locked in the ship. And every time he needs those, he's leaning forwards to scan his eye and put a thumbprint on a thumb scanner from himself.
Oh. All right. Morgan will be recording that in the meantime, and then...
He looks back and says, "We got about 4 hours here, so do whatever you want."
Great. Morgan will turn to both of them. Well, now we have to decide whether you'd like to give him that aquila. It looks very complicated, this jump down to the planet.
Damien will just be saying like some my phrasing of this is Damien will be saying some Ministorum bullshit, but he will be signing to both of you to see now that Stevium sees we're not as friendly as we first maybe appeared. Should we kill him?
I thought about that, Damien, but unfortunately,
Eric?
if we kill him, we might be marooned. We might
Eric?
need him to get back to where we came from, potentially.
The agreement currently.
Trenger du noen sånne
How will we
Har
get
du,
him
har
to
du
come
trenger du
with
mer
us?
armor, eller armor kit?
That's to be determined.
Ja, kanskje et par.
Man Spartacus on the planet.
Og du
I
hvor?
imagine they might have a.
Skal løpe til teltet i Stormwind.
Yes.
And also, I'm not 100% sure, but he has been really putting back the jet fuel in the slop. There's a good chance he may just not remember us. I had one, and I'm feeling a little weird.
Yes, he seemed
Know
to
what
be
you done?
well inebriated.
Very much so.
But he's like, Damon's looking around like, are we crashing into shit? But I'm assuming not. It's not a bumpy
I'm
ride.
fått
right?
lage
You're
meg
running through
en
the
bed.
warp beacons, it's the travel's ongoing. He seems to be fine. It was getting
Yeah.
away from the station was a rush, and then otherwise it's just he's got a cheap ship that's not in great repair.
Seems to be flying quite adequately.
Yes, he seems to know
Men
what he's
på de
doing, but
tingene
it's not something
han
that I
lager
can
nå,
replicate.
som jeg har
Well, then what do you suggest we do,
light
interrogator?
tide også.
I suppose it makes the most sense to just give him what he asked for, as long as he doesn't find out we have even more than that. But is that all right with you, Damien?
Doesn't matter.
It matters to me.
Well then, no.
All right.
Yeah.
In the background, it's just just pounding on different metal instruments. Stevie is up in front going, "Hey, I'm the greatest there's ever been, greatest in the galaxy.
I think
Greatest there's ever been is me."
I think Morgan is thinking, like, is it possible to take a piece out of the coat or is it like all chain link inside of the coat, or is it pieces of oromite in
It's
it?
chain link spread evenly throughout the coat.
Se der, ja.
Okay.
Also,
Er det
oromite
den
is
karen?
to deal with, as you know.
Takk.
That's true.
If we have no,
Skal vi se, jeg har en jeg kan ha. Kanskje.
my feelings on the matter are immaterial.
I know if the symbol of this aquila obviously means terribly much to both of you, and I understand why we wouldn't want to part with it. I do have this oromite dagger as well. I am not beholden to it. I know it is valuable. I know it could be valuable, but I feel I am capable of functioning without it.
If we are to let Stevium live and pay him in any kind of oromite, that is another trail that we're leaving behind for whoever our adversary is, to know that the people who disrupted the operation on Ravenstrike, an oromite mining planet, traded in oromite for safe passage down to Vorex. I wanted to pay for his drinks because it's ethereal. It's gone. He's imbibed his reward. Now he's got a physical thing linked to us.
That's true, Damien, but we only have so many resources.
I defer to your decision, interrogator. I don't have to like it, but we have to get on with this.
I understand and I appreciate your hesitancy in trying to cover our tracks, but there is only so much we can do.
Is a Laslock valuable? He could have that.
Doesn't come off as the fighting type so far, but perhaps.
That's all I have to barter with.
Morgan, you've spoken to him the longest. How do you suppose he'd respond to a renegotiation mid-flight?
I don't think he would appreciate that. If anything, the dagger is even more valuable than the Aquila.
Yes, but the Laslock.
He seemed to like shiny gold, but we could make an attempt.
I used gold filigree in my writing of the Book of Ezekiel.
Oh. That's...
Seeing just Solomon's face, it's like...
Yeah.
I don't want either of you to lose something that is meaningful to you in this exchange.
I don't know what to tell you, but you've both lived longer than I have. I learned pretty early. You don't always get what you want. I'm signing, yelling, apparently.
All right, well, we're programmed for a bit, so I'm thinking anybody want to play Regicide?
Damien will say yes. Damien's like, yes, because I think he's very done with the, like, how to make everyone happy conversation. He's like, the call's not mine to make at the end of the day.
Hver gang jeg skriver en sånn Norse Alliance Guild announcement i World Chat, så kommer de Ninja Turtles-folka og skriver noe rett etterpå.
I think after Damien suggested that we do the Bible,
Jeg tror de...
I think he's genuinely...
Det drittet det Ninja Turtles skal bare ha nordmenn.
I'm all right. Thank you. Maybe another time.
Okay, then it's you and me, Grumpy Pants. Let's see who's the luckiest charmer on this ship.
Set them up, Stevium.
And he does. It's Stevius.
Stevius.
And you are?
Brother Fortis.
All right, Fortis, let's see how fortified you are. And he sets them up. Can you roll me a D20? You will have proficiency compared to Stevius.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
The proficiency is contextual on the opponent. That's fun. So that's a total of 6.
Well, I got a 5.
Yay!
We got a genius over here.
Just blunder after blunder on both sides of the board, but I happen to just win out.
Yeah, absolutely. Every move is the worst move possible, followed by someone missing it.
Solomon is like watching me, like, oh, never mind. Oh,
that's not how I taught you to play.
All right, best 2 out of 3.
I could go for more.
Right.
Solomon's gonna get on the microbeat as he sees this, and just as he sees this developing, he's gonna go, Damien, gamble with him.
Pieces are being set up, and I think as Stevius goes to make his first move before like he places a hand on the piece, Damien will kind of reach out just to kind of interrupt that.
Oh,
and,
hey!
And say, if we're playing best 2 out of 3. What's that worth to you?
Well, I mean, you've already got the advantage. So...
I do.
What's it worth to you? It'd have to be something pretty juicy for me to consider gambling at all.
As a faithful brother of the Ministorum, I've declined many earthly delights, and you seem like a man who knows his way around those sorts of things.
You want to bet kisses?
And Damien's like,
that
Solomon's.
Yeah, like that was Damien was like, I don't know, like show me a titty mag, like
when you said earthly
Har du gjort det kvastet rett ut litt ved siden av
I send out bad signals. It's these goddamn
Hvilket quest?
Det rett ved siden av du leverer inn 5 skin og 5 line cloth og 5 av det og 5 av det for å få noe reputation.
Maybe I'll get in on this.
Would those terms be acceptable, Stevius?
Well, I got nothing else to do, so let's find out who's gonna pucker up to who.
So
if he wins, Stevius kisses him. If he loses, he kisses Stevius. It's like
that's what I.
Så rett ved siden inngangen til
if you win,
mellom bankene og
No, if I win, you have to kiss me.
All right.
And if you win, I
Eller
have to kiss
smyger in
you.
till banken. Så
But if I win, you have to kiss me twice, because you got the advantage. Unless you want to make this interesting in some other way. Waggles eyebrows at you. His left eye flashes a heart for a second.
And I see that. Okay. Well, what did you have in mind?
I don't want to say.
Does his eye do anything?
His eye does like it does like a shy face.
Oh, a shy emoji, a little blushing emoji.
Yeah.
The two index.
The two fingies touching.
I don't know.
Kind of.
I don't know.
I like Damien needs and me, Tyler needs like a mental palate cleanser. Like I am out of my depth here. What is going on?
You could combeat and have somebody else offer to play Regicide. If you just want to
He's
bail
almost
out.
ready to be like, oh, this is. I've lost control of things here. All right, well, let's play best 3 out of 5.
Okay.
I like to match wits, get to know my opponent a little better before I overcommit to something.
Yeah, match wits before you match lips. That speaks to me. Round 2.
Make your move.
Sets it up. It's a dirty 20.
Well, that's not enough. That's a 9.
He crushes you immediately
Okay.
in that first game. It's a clean sweep. But I will say, from Solomon observing from the side, it was luck. He's not a very good strategist. It's just everyone's making mistakes.
Okay, so now it's 1-1.
1-1. But Solomon, you are in the combat
That's what I was just about to say,
sub-vocalizing.
yeah.
So if you want to help, you can give Damien advantage if you coach him through the game.
Yeah.
What do you tell him, having seen Stevius play twice now?
He's reckless, Damien. He's playing with his heart instead of his mind. You have to calm down. You got to think logically.
Okay.
Step by step. Don't get ahead of yourself.
And Damien will say, good game. Well done.
Well, thank you. I am a master of this.
It shows.
Oh.
Let's make things a little interesting further then.
All right. What does that mean to you?
You like that Aquila that Brother Sanctus wears, do you not?
Well, that's my payment. I get that in a couple of hours when we get to Vorix.
Correct. But you spotted that and you liked it.
You're making this sound so sultry, but I don't know where we're heading.
It's the accent.
It's fine.
It comes and goes.
It works for him.
Well, I'm just saying, is there anything else you like?
I would like 2 Aquilas.
If you win, you want 2.
Well, do you have a second one?
Not with us.
Well, that's the same as no to old Stevius Funkhauser.
Well, we do have the Holy Blade of Saint Jericho.
And the Holy Blade
I have to
of
go.
Saint
This
Jericho.
has been a lot of fun. I'll thank you guys for having me.
It's a pretty epic offer. It sounds great. Tell me about this blade.
Well, it was used to slay many foes of the Emperor. They say if one who wields it is skilled enough, there is no enemy that can withstand his blows.
It's pretty impressive.
You seem quite skilled.
I am. This eye flashes just says no. I am. Interesting. So, I've been fooled before, though. You're with Stora. You can't lie, right?
Correct.
Roll me a deception. You can tell me, but it's a nat 1 over here.
Okay. 16.
Yay!
All right. Well, you know what I'll say. If that sword's worth all you're saying it is, I could see in your eyes that you're telling me the truth. You may be even underselling it, because you don't know. You're one of those Ministorum rubes, not as worldly as me, Stevius Funkhauser, the galaxy's luckiest charmer. And that means I should make you a fair bet, because I'm a nice guy. I'll take you to Vorix and back if I lose. But if I win, I get that sword to become the greatest hero this galaxy has ever known.
I like that. Double or nothing.
Do you have 2 swords?
No. Double or nothing. As in, I win. You take us down to Vorix and back. That's our double.
That's what I said.
Yes. You win. You get the sword and the Aquila.
Well, I thought I was tucking you down, but you're tucking me up, baby. I'll take all the stuff I can get. Time to run you into the ground.
I had to make sure he wasn't still expecting to get paid an Aquila after this.
His eye flashes and it just says, God, I hope I win.
I start to notice this eye. Does it do anything while he's playing this regicide
It's just
game?
watching.
Okay. It's not saying like knight to b4 or anything like that. Okay.
Not anything like that. It seems to mainly be triggering off of his emotional states, just staying the truth.
Okay.
If you turn, as soon as you make that bet, if you turn to Solomon, you would see he is gone genuinely white.
Damien will not look.
Just if you glance, like if you took a side glance, and I think he like has reached over and has grabbed Morgan by the leg and is just gripping and like gives and sub-vocalized, he goes, I know this was my idea, but I am feeling stressed.
Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw on a fear check to see if you can keep coaching Damien through this?
Oh, that's an interesting thing to say.
Would I be able to give him advantage by helping de-stress him if I am?
How?
Because
you know what? I don't think you could for this first game because it would start right away. But if he fails this check and
I
it continues,
see.
then you can start to tag in.
That makes sense.
Because this game's starting and the opening moves are key in Regicide.
Natty 19.
Natty 19. Your sword is on the line and you will not fail. Your mind does not have room for doubt. You are here to coach. So you manage to snap back in and focus. Morgan, you do say something in his ear to help. What is it?
The Emperor does not give us challenges which we cannot overcome.
You're right. I must have faith. I must have faith in Damien. Also, I need someone to shave my face. I just noticed I went to dab my head from sweat, but it had just absorbed.
Stubble.
Yeah, that's an odd feeling.
I suppose it has been an hour.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, this first game, Damien, you have advantage.
Thank you.
You get to add your +2 per proficiency. We'll see what
it's going to go great.
Stevie is getting.
I believe in you, buddy.
I believe in me too. 16.
6.
Nice.
All right, so I lost that one. But you're one of those Ministorum guys. I'm sure this can come back together.
I would like to pretend to be surprised that I won.
Okay, roll me a deception.
16 deception.
That is the 15.
I am playing Regicide, but I am trying to introduce the element to this kind of gambly man. You play the person across from you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to introduce that element to this game as well, to have him notice that I'm not confident, have him notice that that was luck in my face. If he's not seeing it in the board, then he's seeing it in the man across the board from him.
Yep, no, you are convincing that way. He's like, all right, even you didn't see that coming. But okay, let's see how this next one goes. I guess it's for all the marbles. I'm gonna have him roll an insight. Okay, yeah, his wisdom saving throw is like, just to be careful, because I don't want anybody throwing any cues that could be throwing things off. I need you two to look away. He looks to you, Sanctus and Eunice. He needs you to turn around. And the skull and the porcelain face.
Oh.
All of you need to look at the back wall for the duration of this game.
He'll turn around. Fortis, Brother Fortis.
Sanctus.
Good luck.
Thank you, brother.
Remember what I taught you.
Oh,
and
well.
He'll turn around.
Morgan will turn around. And Romeo will turn around.
And I'll take the little porcelain face and I'll snap it off.
You just turn around.
Yeah, turn it around.
All right. Let's see what happens when we match minds. We both furiously turned a dice.
Oh, shit. 5.
A 5. The most
Double
unlikely
regicide.
of games. A tie.
Whoa!
Wow, that's literally unheard of in this game.
In the background, Morgan says, "Whoa, that's crazy, dude." Honestly, I've never seen a tie in my. And we had to turn away.
Whoa. We didn't be able to see it.
I want it. What? Explain it.
Describe every move you
describe.
Well, we both just have our regents left, and they can't catch each other, so it's just a tie. Everything else is dead.
That's cool.
All right. I guess that one wasn't for all the marbles because this one is.
I have to put this one away after this. So that's a total of 4.
1. Well, I guess I'm doing this whole trek for free. Can we just try it one more time? Same rules, same bet, just what we call in the old Funkhauser family a do-over.
I'm afraid not, Stevius. This one didn't go your way, and it cost you, but you know it's free. The good word of the Lord Emperor.
Ugh. Does it come with a case?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You know what? We got to keep this guy happy. I'll give him a little peck on the cheek.
Aww.
Oh. If that's the Emperor's talking to me, maybe I'll start going to church.
You're a marvelously graceful loser, Stevius.
Well, there's no other way to be when you're the galaxy's unluckiest charmer. I mean, luckiest. I'm not good at keeping this up. I lose a lot of the time. I have serious debts, and without me being paid, there may be some problems on Voryx.
Damien in his head is like, why did he gamble it then? But obviously he has a problem, so...
If I'd won, I would have fixed it all.
That's yeah, okay, yeah, I know you got that gambler mindset, that gambler grind set. Keep going, keep at it. That payout's one more game away. That sounds like quite the burden on you.
Yeah, debts are a real burden.
Would you like to confess, share that burden with us, perhaps?
You'll take on half my debt?
No, confess
Damn.
the sin of
Thought
gambling.
I had you for a second.
Oh, he's really rough at this. He's got a great voice, but oh boy.
I guess I can tell you about how I lost the money, if that's what you want to know.
If it would lighten your spiritual load, I would be happy to provide that service to you.
Okay. And he rattles off a string of games that all sounded like they were absolutely in the bag for him. And it's clear to you, within about 5 minutes, everyone who's ever dealt with this guy has tried to run the con that you ran on him, and he's bought the farm every time someone has brought up gambling. He's basically only been paid on rides where people didn't like gambling.
That's insane.
Otherwise, his ship was so big when he started, and it's down to this that only functions off warp beacons. Like, at one point, this guy almost had a warrant of trade, and then he got into gambling, and it's all down to here. It actually sounds like with the sheer number of bets that he's made, he must have the worst luck in the galaxy to still be around and to have lost that much.
I mean, that's kind of like the best luck, almost, in a weird way, of like, you should be dead because somebody out there wants your legs. Damon will receive all of this as beneficently as possible, as just the kind of Ministorum who goes to fringe worlds and who sort of extends that merciful first hand of understanding, and that there's a better way to live before the Ministorum is properly, established. And then the other hand, the fist kind of crushes any and all remaining resistance to the true and righteous word of the Emperor, which is more what he was involved with.
So he will finish his tales of with his most recent debts and say, "Oh, yeah, that's the deal. Excella Rhodes. I bet on a crude hound fight and it all went to hell. Now I thought I could pay her off with that gold Aquila, but instead she's probably just gonna kill me."
Excella Rhodes?
Yep, one of the Guavesa leaders on Voryx. Tried to make some side money. Instead, I made some front debts.
Well, that's quite a troubling tale. I'm so sorry that happened. May I bring my companions closer in to
Oh my god,
provide...
I forgot to tell them to turn back around. They've been 3 feet away staring at a wall for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Come on back, friends.
Brother, sister, our kind guide here has unburdened himself of the unfortunate dealings and
he has not been
gambling.
a bad person for us, so I will not
I could really use your forgiveness, your blessing.
do anything.
If you can spare it that Aquila.
Unfortunately, Stevius has gambled away his payment from us.
Oh, yeah, I lost that one game you weren't watching.
Truly, the only blessing I can give you is the one you've learned yourself today. Gambling never pays. The house always wins. But, much as I'm sure Brother Fortis has said as well, this is a learning opportunity. You can become better at the game, and you can become better in your soul. But unfortunately, I cannot part with this Aquila now.
Okay, so what you're saying is if I practice regicide some more, I'll win the next bet.
What you take away from my teachings, that's up to you, Stevius.
Okay.
But no. I do need to make myself clear. I would be remiss to tell you that gambling will solve this even if you just get better at it. What I'm saying is turn away from gambling. Find help. Look towards the good word of the Emperor.
Is that going to pay my debts?
Spiritually?
No, I mean physically, because that's where the threats are.
Unfortunately, no. However, as we get down to speak to the Guavesa, we seek to preach the Emperor's word. The more that they hear of the benevolence and the forgiveness promised by the Emperor, maybe they will turn the other cheek.
Oh, you're here to preach forgiveness?
Well, I think that's
unusual
all.
For the Ministorum.
We preach a benevolent word. It's a big tent.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there precedent within like 40K in the Ministorum of somebody who adopts a monastic kind of surrendering all their worldly possessions or anything that thing to join the Ministorum, and in that way debts are also absolved or forgiven, or they receive protection from persecution?
Theoretically, anybody could protect anybody in that sense of like they're part of this band or part of this group. So yes, you could absolutely take somebody under your wing in that regard.
Then Damien will chime in and say, one way your debts could be wiped out is to join the Ministorum, to join the flock and surrender all your worldly possessions and give yourself fully to laboring in the name of the Emperor.
Okay, so I could do like a spiritual double or nothing in which I give you this ship and then you will protect me from Excella roads.
We are merely 3 humble servants of the Emperor. If you could finish your job with us, we could put in a good word with you with the Greater Ministorum, where you could flee to and get your sanctuary from them.
I'll consider anything at this point. But I will point out, Excella Roads is on Vorix, and the Ministorum is somewhere else, so I've kind of just got the 3 of you.
For the time being, I'm sure we could provide a little bit of shelter, as best we possibly can.
Fabulous. I'd appreciate it. And in return, I won't tell anyone about all of the hair growing on your entire face. You guys should shave that.
Is it noticeable?
It's considerable.
Oh.
If I didn't know better, I'd think you were a Tyrellian dog soldier.
Fortis.
Sanctus.
I need some help.
Hold still.
I'll go steady the ship.
This episode of Agents of the Inquisition features the voices of Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, Josh Halbert, and Tyler Hewitt, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Agents of the Inquisition's artwork was created by Del Borovic. Our theme song is The Hordes by Megan McDuffie, and our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, whose music was provided by freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum Dums and Dice, including merchandise, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. If you want to support the show or get an ad-free version, go to dumdumdice.com/join. That's DUMBDUMBDICE.com/JOIN. Again, that's dumdumdice.com/join. Though the team is working under special condition, this podcast isn't. So tell your friends about Agents of the Inquisition and join us next episode. Rabute Gilliman himself commands it.
Dum Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: George Dolby, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Madre de Gatos, Garbo Ape, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dia de los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Funky Head, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lale, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis.
Yeah, but that's another topic altogether. Let's go
Sandy Sassy
level up more.
Hart, James Molina, Nick Hemsing, Mickey Blake, Corpse Knight Silver, Adamir 101, The Dankler, Lady Destiny Stormbringer, Randall Eberly, the Yes But of improvisational comedy, Lord Taser, Funky Stevie, J. Robert the Mad Fox, Optimus Omega, The Workaholic Mr. V, LMX, Emilio and Minions, Flea
Warcraft håller du på med?
Magical,
Ja, jeg quester ikke, jeg bare dreper mobs.
King Kato, Lurking Sam.
Jeg driver ikke noe questing.
Jeg driver sånn både og questing og oppdag av landområdet.
Ja.
Hey, I'm Arnie Neeking from
Ja, jeg bare
Comedy Podcast. Hello from the Magic.
Løper rundt og dreper grønne monstre, og så når det blir grått, så løper jeg til neste sted med grønne monstre.
Greet thee, listeners.
Look, I'm trapped in the magical land of Foon, so I started a podcast. Elves, unicorns, and other weirdos. We have great guests like Felicia Day, Jason Mantzoukas, Brennan Lee Mulligan, Amy Mann, and so many more.
Oh, and I think one time we interviewed a sentient shoe? I hope it was sentient.
Not to mention the evil people we've had to interview. How I hate evil.
Join us as we bar crawl across the magical land of Foon.
Looking for adventure.
Yeah.
Getting caught up in escapades.
Hello from the Magic Tavern is available right now on your favorite podcast app and ad-free and with lots of bonus content on Patreon. Subscribe to Hello from the Magic
Kan
Tavern
jeg levere
today.
det questet?
You are all making your way to Voryx, the planet where your next mission is taking place. You successfully connected with Stevius Funkhauser, the unluckiest charmer in the galaxy, who is your ticket into a Tau enclave. You need to find out, theoretically, why the Tau are here, but most importantly, you need to make the Tau leave without it becoming a shooting war, because there are Imperial naval assets facing off with Tau protection fleet ships up in orbit. Stevius has been taking you through a series of warp beacons because he
Då
cannot
får du
afford
väl
an
fixa
astropath,
sån att du får
and he gambled
mer
away
ram och
his
ett
payment
tåg då när
for
jag
this
får
flight and the
level upp.
return to all of you
Vi kan
through a
laga
clever
nytt
ruse
sätt,
that involves
ja.
some cheating and then the fact that Stevius is a very bad gambler. You did offer him a future with the Ministorum, but not your Ministorum, who you are currently pretending to be. You are all in disguises. Morgan, I will say that you did manage to put together a new disguise using some improvised clothing, some bed sheets, some other materials that were around. It looks comparable to the rest of the group, but not super comparable. Can you roll me a sleight of hand to see how much you can put together an outfit that will blend in, or if you will stand out a little bit?
Sleight of hand, that is a 6.
Oh, woof. You look a bit like a farmhand. You have the backup coveralls that Stevius was wearing. So you have coveralls and a bit of a cape, a children's Superman-style cape made out of a bedsheet. That's all you could get here. There were no needles. There was no thread. Stevius is really not prepared to help anyone with anything. He gambled away most of it. You also won both of these things from him in a game of regicide.
Incredible.
We kept playing.
Incredible.
Jesus Christ, Stevius.
Incredible.
However, Damien, you are in full costume, as are you, Solomon, in your new roles, your characters, your nicknames, as it were. We have Brother Sanctus, Brother Fortis, and Sister Eunice. You are making your way to Voryx, and you have arrived in system. You are all able to look forwards and see this lumberyard of a planet. From orbit, there are bodies of water, there are polar caps, the things you would normally expect, but everywhere you can see land is just green. It's clear that foliage is all over the place, but the undeniable thing hovering over this planet are 5 Imperial naval capital ships facing off against 5 equally large Tau protection fleet ships. You do not know the classifications of these ships. This is not your level of expertise from this distance because you don't have access to scans. The scanners on this ship are very bad. But you do know, at least from the research that you've done and the discussions that you've had with Avarice, as well as your work inside your holding cell during the many years you were in custody but training Morgan, if this is a one-on-one fight with the Tau fleet, the Imperial ships are outmatched. They are not in a good way, but they are clearly enforcing this blockade. Only your ship is being flown by the unluckiest charmer in the galaxy, and he knows a path that has been stealthed to allow him to get you down to the surface of this planet. So you are moving between the fleet. There are some drones that you see hovering out of, as far as you can tell, nowhere, because they are black until you can see them on the sensors. They surround the ship and begin casting stealth fields over it. You just feel a little bit of electricity, a little bit of the hair on your arms standing on end, the hair on Solomon's face standing on end.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry, you've shaved it off. And I will say, Solomon, can you roll me 2d12?
That's a lot of damage.
Just bleed out on the way down. 14 total.
14. So you had 4 hours of travel. I will say it took you approximately an hour to get through Janus 2, all that with the other facial issues. So that's 5 hours, and it took you 9 hours to get through system. So if you make a note, you have 10 more hours where your facial hair will be growing out of every pore until it resolves itself, but only 10 more hours. One very short and very reasonable Imperial workday. Most of them much closer to 14 to 16 hours. But you're making your way towards the surface of this planet, fully stealthed by these craft that are traveling alongside your ship. As you breach orbit, there are a number of messages that start to pop up on Stevius's screen. He is thumbing approvals and sending things through. There's a chatter in a language that you don't recognize. It's a strange combination of some avian consonants. There's something airy about it. There's also an earthiness. It's not entirely clear, but it's a blunter language from what you can hear than anything you'd expect from Drukari or Aeldari that seem to be, very mellifluous, very birdsong-like, very musical.
Eric?
This one is much more grounded. If there was an alien version of Gothic, it would be this.
Det kvaste dør. Jeg sendte melding på det på
Based on what is
WoW.
overheard, not because you can
Får
understand
sån
any of it,
coin.
but just the context of you are heading down to land. Your craft begins to break atmosphere, then move lower and lower
Hva
through
kommer
the
det
clouds.
til verdt, da?
All right, so I hope you're all excited to check this out. It's going to be available to see in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
And you break through a stealth field that shows almost a hexagonal energy that you pass through with a phase that crosses over all of you inside the craft. And now you can see a city amongst the trees below you where before you had only seen the tops of the canopies. It is medium-sized to small. This is not anywhere near as large as, for example, Ravenshrike. It's not a hive, but it is a bustling community in the center of this forest. As your craft comes down to land, there are other landing craft spaces here, some of them occupied by what you would assume are Tau ships based on the fact that they look like the protection fleet above. The Tau technology you are seeing here is very smooth and very sleek. If the Imperium is a god-awful robber baron era train, this is an iPhone. Everything is rounded, it's clean, it's pure. You're not seeing the internals of anything. There are no exposed ribbing or wires. It's all boxy, angular, Gundam-esque technology in ships. And you're seeing a lot of rounded edges in the buildings in this area. As you set down, the buildings themselves seems to primarily focus on domes. You are seeing some that are the size of outhouses, sheds, smaller properties. You're also seeing the same scale of domes, just scaled up for individual homes, perhaps meeting halls, restaurants. Everything has a rounded organic edge to it, but it is made of some kind of plastic or polymer, something that is very non-imperial in make, but still has this strange softness and approachableness to all of this. You set down in this landing yard amongst a few other craft of indeterminate types, some of which appear to have Xenos parts. You're not entirely sure, but it seems they're mainly human craft in this section. Slightly elevated. You know, you're settling down on the forest floor that has been cleared out. There is a raised section that will be much cleaner and nicer, where you can see a number of TOW landing craft and some smaller vehicles. Can you all roll me a perception?
5.
22.
Thank you. 4. Oh, yeah. Big thank you. Big thank you, Morgan.
Okay. There is a lot of movement going on as this call is coming in. So the ship is moving. There are other experiences that can destabilize you. But Morgan, you're used to all this. So you're able to keep kind of your eye on the prize. You're able to see that these vehicles are not spread throughout this city, this village. You're not sure the exact term that we use for it, a hamlet, perhaps. But there are a number of tanks that you can see amongst these craft of the TOW. There are drones buzzing around, which are a combination of anti-grav sensors that you can see underneath, but also a flat, circular, almost dinner plate style dome at the top with small 45-degree angular kind of like readers and other like satellite prongs sticking out. They have a single lens at the front that sees where they're going. As you're glancing around, you can see some with guns. You can see some that just appear to have sensors. There are some that seem to be hovering around with shields. It's deeply unsettling for you in that there are no human parts to these machines. There is no animating biological mind. These are pure sentient iron constructs, which are innately discomforting, especially for you, Damien. That's forbidden. This technically falls under the rules of the Mechanicum, but all of humanity has a rough idea of this. I don't think Solomon does. He's got 20 pages. But there was an era in the human past where there were men of iron, where humanity had leaned into the idea of kind of AI, full robotics, full synthetics as support, and then there was a civil war to destroy them, which is why the Imperium does not allow any artificial intelligence or fully autonomous synthetic being to exist. They've hacked that by using human brains they then turn into computers, but theoretically every cogitator, any of these structures, there are biological components somewhere in them that allow them to work around this law. The TOW don't have that limitation. So you're watching blasphemies just flying around, small, creepy. The tanks in the distance are much more sleek and menacing. They're similar to Aeldari kind of wave runners or other things that you might have seen, or fire prisms. They've got a bulkier, boxier feel to them, but some of them have the longest top cannon you have seen swiveling around above. Nearly the full length of the vehicle, flat, thin. I think from your basic research, it might be a railgun. You're not entirely sure. And you are seeing a few smaller craft that have kind of 2 or 3 riders that seem like they could speed around with some light weapons on the front, but seem more like skimmers, something that you would, not to allow people to jump out, but just to move very quickly over a period of time and kind of lay down covering fire. That's in the distance. You've landed. You can see that there are TOW, you assume warrior parties at the edges of this landing field, turning some people back, allowing people to move forwards, letting people go on their way, just searching people's things as they arrive. Stevia settles into the controls. The ship settles fully onto the ground with a hiss. You hear something break. He goes, "That happens every time." Well, we're here.
Thank you for your expert piloting.
No problem. Now, because I have to get you out of here, maybe I'll throw in a little bit of
Hello,
extra.
Ted. Yeah, you can call it that.
You're getting a sponsor to be able to stay here. You can get inside, name dropping somebody for about 24 hours.
It's using the Turtle WoW 1.17 patch at least.
You're gonna have to pay your own way with it.
But they sure are
money to pay your way for you.
wicking it a lot.
All the money.
Perfect. We'd like to meet with this Spartacus of yours.
Excellent. Follow me and let's get through security.
Will they allow us our weapons?
Only one way to find out, am I right? And he opens up the locker and gives you all your shit.
Right. Great.
Nothing's ever gone wrong for me, Stevius Funkhauser.
I love the confidence.
He opens the side door. You can climb down and out into the world. Again, this is an agrarian smell. It smells like the forest. There's something organic and real about this. Solomon, again, these are the worlds that you're used to. Every other world just smells bad. This is like, take a deep breath, get in the mossy, peaty smell of the woods. The humidity is not oppressive, but it's present, which I think would be very jarring from the level of filtration that you're dealing with in space. It's like, oh, as you breathe in, it's not dry and slightly painful at all times. There's no metallic tang to it. It's just got more of a presence. It is warm. It is temperate. The gravity is not quite Earth norm. Close. Your craft would be there. It's slightly under it, which might explain why the trees here are exceptionally tall. There's not as much to hold them down, which might increase lumber production. You're not sure. You're not experts. But that is what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you. Maybe I will see you around.
In the distance, they end up...
The only downside is currently you need to wait for them to open up
But the doors, rather than being a
the sign up button.
the gap and slide back.
They usually open 200 slots every day.
You can see people milling
random times.
Of, I think what you would assume are the Tau, with the sheer number of them that are present. There are, water cast, fire cast you can recognize by the armor.
I'm using war mode at the moment. That gives me 20% extra XP.
Quality, high-tech Gundam-esque armor. Fitted to their form, chest plates. They've got a lot of the intersecting pieces you would expect. Their feet are different, which is an interesting thing to look at, as well as some of the way that their legs work as they move around. They have hoofed feet, and when you take a closer look at their gloves as you're approaching security, you realize they have 4-digit hands, 3 fingers and a thumb. Their skin is a blue-gray. It's rough in texture. It's leathery, like it looks solid. Their faces are flat. They're wide. They have humanoid eyes, but there is an eye-shaped, and I mean the letter I-shaped slit coming down in between them. The majority are I. You can see the occasional Y that is appearing in those places. They've got massive shoulder pads that extend further, and it seems like they have 2 different kinds of rifles. You are seeing a very long rifle. It makes you almost jealous how long that gun is, Solomon, as long as their body. Held up and usually over the shoulder or casually, but extending a few feet off to the side of them. Or there is a smaller version that seems, your guess would be, to be the submachine gun version of these longer guns where they are holding in position. There are a few that are not wearing helmets. They tend to be the ones talking with anyone who's coming from the ships. The rest all have kind of ovoid conal helmets that extend further back from their head almost to a point, with lenses in the front. Again, bug-eyed, kind of strange, very mechanical lenses in place that depersonalize them completely. The Tau you see in the distance that are wandering around, they're in various kinds of clothing. It's not all military. You're seeing some that are just in kind of like brownish fatigues. They seem to be working, various equipment and other things, and a couple other outfits, but they're in and amongst the crowd. There are Guevesa. You're seeing human mercenaries here. That's just kind of spread around. Some of them seem to be chatting. Some of them seem to be technicians. You see the occasional mechanicus. You're not sure if there are aliens among this. It's a lot of people just kind of wandering, but there is a strange, nearly frenetic energy to this place that's unsure. You end up at the Tau SA, as we could call it. A line of Tau. They've got metal detectors and other things set up. It's the Tau equivalent of these technologies. It's a white kind of soft rim door frame to go through, and then conveyor belts where things can be set out. It's all moving very efficiently, very calmly. You're used to, I think, a lot of people with truncheons ready to club anybody, or machine guns aimed at people's heads as they approach any kind of security in the Imperium.
Yes, good, normal, everyday, mundane comings and goings.
This feels very Promethean in the level of casualness. The Tau are around, and they're clearly enforcing, but the conversations are pretty chill from what you can see in the distance. You walk right up. Stevius is leading you, and he approaches the Tau officer. There are 3 Tau behind the conveyor belt that are just checking things and running it through a scanner, and then there's 1 Tau standing next to this kind of boxy entrance. And Stevius approaches and says, "All right, I brought some friends with me here. I got 3 more. And who is your sponsor? That would be Spartacus. I've got full sponsorship. They're here for their first...
Excel Guild from Turtle WoW.
Fast. Well, that is reasonable. So, can I scan your Electu? Of course, whatever you need." And he pulls up his sleeve, and they hold up a scanner to the inside of his forearm that's facing towards his body. As they flash it, you see lettering in the same kind of strange Tau script that you had seen on his screen as he had come down inside the ship. And this security officer says, you can continue into the place. Continue. Enjoy Fontes. All right, thank you. Good luck to everybody else. Come on in. Morgan, you are next in line.
Great.
You approach the front.
Morgan approaches the front. This whole thing is very overwhelming to her. I think it's like the static electricity as they came through the field has not left her skin. This is such a foreign situation for her on the whole. It almost feels like dealing with being in the Drukhari or having been in the Drukhari world felt a little closer to the Imperium than this does.
Absolutely. Trees are in the distance. They don't have trees actively inside this village area. It's because they've carved out a space for this, so there's nothing overhead as this is happening. And as you approach the security officer, you realize they are the same height as you. Tau seem to be slightly shorter than the human norm that you have dealt with, even amongst combat troops. So armored from the neck down, staring with intense, focused, but warm-ish eyes, this Tau looks at you and says, "Welcome to Fire." You can call me Shasui Jimmy.
Shasui Jimmy. Is that correct?
Well, good night, guys. I'm going to bed now, so see you tomorrow.
With the Tau is a rank,
And I'm driving to work.
of the Fire Caste. Sui meaning I am a veteran.
Yeah,
Human
good
military
night.
term, like a sergeant. I have a more fanciful town name, but we've discovered that is a struggle for the Quavesa, so we tried to choose something that would be applicable and pleasant for you. Jimmy.
Nice to meet you, Jimmy.